This whole story began developing 2 days ago. And from that point on, these terrible events kept on snowballing in a reign of terror that has not abated. The main advice news reporters have been able to get from official sources is to tell private citizens to stay inside their homes, behind locked doors.
A state of chaos and disorder is upon us. Will you take up arms? Will you help us make our last stand? The time is now. Let us be heard as we sing our way into battle. Beyond the land, across the sea, our adventure unfurls. In search of redemption, we find each other. We dream of home, but never sleep. We find comfort in one another. In face of peril, we shall not flee. Because together we're stronger, much more than before. And we feel the earth move and hear the ground roar. So join us, my friend. Let us see this to the end, as dark as the night may be. It's time to light up the sky with fire. la macchina.
Mi sento macchina.
Noi siamo la macchina.
I'm machine girl. Nous sommes la machine.
La macchina.
La machine. We are the machine. Riot is a form of civil disorder. Somebody f***ing breaks something. Your end is close. We shall enslave your planet, deplete your resources, while crushing your resistance to the ground. But for now, it's time for drum and bass.
I hope you're all ready, because it's finally time. It's a Season 5 Draft Day here at the FLG. Frontline Gaming is proud to present, with no more further delay, Monkey has gel in his hair, and we have captains ready to draft in here. It's Draft Day, baby! Combines are over, the season's set to begin. Let's go, let's get it, and let's get ready to enjoy some smooth jazz. I am so happy to be back with you guys. Welcome back to the FLG. And of course, we've had a lot to ponder about, and a lot to look at, and a lot to delay, because this hair does not wait on anyone but itself. Thank you guys, and thank you all for joining us today. Oh, it looks like I need to actually fix a couple of these, but welcome to the draft day for the FLG. All right, so obviously we've had a lot of good fun and a lot of good things and a lot of time to discuss what we want to do for Season 5. So as we get into it, I want to thank everyone that's with us today and able to join us to figure out who their team's going to be. Really, what's kind of going down the pipe, and I need to unmute myself so I can hear the rest of the fold. Hello, Phoenix!
Hello, it's nice to hear your voice.
It is fantastic to hear your voice, Phoenix. Everyone, This is Phoenix. Phoenix has been with us since the beginning of time. He's one of our greatest fellows. And also, if you see a lot of the social media stuff that we're doing on our Twitter, and if you're not part of our Twitter, do the exclamation point Twitter in the chat. He is doing a lot of those promotionals now. So if you want to get your clips posted, or if you want to talk to him, you want to do any of the stuff that he's doing, please go on and talk to him. But Phoenix, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great, and yeah, I mean, I could always use some help. Y'all could officially just take over my job, and I'll just give everybody something to do. It'd be great. But it's good. Swanky, you can leave the stream, but everyone else, it's good to see everybody here, and I'm glad to be here.
So, tell me about what your outlook is for today, because we have a pretty awesome little draft day coming up for us.
Like I said in the chat earlier, yeah, it's like a season 1 2.0, man. It's every season it gets better and better, and I'm just excited to see the kind of high level RLCS play that comes out of here.
The RLCS level play. And honestly, that's true. We've had quite a few players from here that have been competitive going into the Rivals Series. And for those of you that may be playing this weekend to get your play-ins or qualifiers or whatever may be going on, good luck to you and yours. I know a lot of you, actually a few of you that are participating with us will be having a few of those opportunities. So, and thank you. I'm trying to look a little bit fresher as we go into the season. But
Yeah.
we have the first of our draft beginning coming up with us. And I'm excited. So a couple of picks that we want to reiterate have already occurred. So on the board, you'll see over that direction, PC Dog and Andy were both franchise tokened by the Ninjas for Cryptide and the Knights with Henry. So they took Andy and PC Dog. So they are locked in for the season, but going into next season for season 6, if and when that occurs, they will not or no longer be available to be franchise tokened. So that sets up some open-ended fun. So we're actually set to begin to get into our first picks. Are you ready, Phoenix?
I've never been more ready in my life.
Really? That's wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Pretty
impressive.
exciting.
Okay, so here we go. Every single pick will be 1 minute on the clock. The 1 minute timer is at the top right there. I couldn't get a better color than white and red. And so white and red are pretty cool colors. So as we get ready for this one, it looks like all the colors that I set before changed. So all the time I wasted was for naught, which is fine. So who do you think is going to be the overall first pick for the draft?
Oh, dude, good lord. I mean,
There's a lot. It's quite a lot.
I don't have the player list in front of me. I was not paying attention to Champion League. What's a better question? Who do you think is going to be the first pick?
Well, I kind of already know, but we have quite a few high-level players that come out of the Champion League, and I mean it's tough call. I saw Bullseye doing really well, and of course we have a few returners like Kona and Jack. Seikl, honestly, if I don't see him go in some of the early rounds, I would be surprised. But as we get to the end of this first timer, the first overall pick that wasn't a franchise token is Peyton. Congratulations, Peyton. You are the first overall general pick of the Season 5 draft season for the FLG. So congrats, and we're going to get that timer back going again. It's another minute on the clock.
That means that it must feel good to be the first person picked the entire draft day.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that kind of builds your ego a little bit. And so let's talk about Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds as a franchise got like the start nearly of every single draft. It was nuts. So
yeah, it was almost incredible. But there was a poll on Twitter someone put up there. I don't know, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Who was seeing if they were gonna stand up to the pressure or if they were gonna be hashtag chokebirds.
Ooh, chokebirds. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds uncomfortable.
And it seems, let's see, that the poll is now 79% in the favor of chokebirds with 24 votes.
Well, hopefully, generally birds choke on rice, and hopefully no one's feeding too much rice to these birds. I think they can handle it.
Don't pigeons explode when they eat rice?
Well, true, but I assume they choke on the way down. The minute is up. The second overall pick for the Season 5 draft is Bullseye going to the Thunderbirds. Congratulations to them. I'm able to make this work. And so another minute on the clock, the Casuals. So the captain for the Casuals, which is my franchise, is Nebula. And I kind of know his draft strategy for the most part. We're going to be getting these in. Of course, if any of you are trying to directly talk to our staff to be able to get your picks in, make sure you're going to Esper, because he is coordinating most of this. And Nebula has a particular strategy that he wants to follow. So
can you give that strategy away?
Well, I will for the most part. It is because it is based on familiarity. Sometimes people do what they want based on like the highest pick of the draft order, and some people do it based on what they saw from combines, maybe even just stats or just whatever they see on a stat sheet. But this is definitely based on familiarity from his own CRL bros. So the third overall pick in the 5th position and the first for the Casuals for Season 5 is going to be Seeb. So some of you may know him as Sclub or S Club. I don't exactly know how to pronounce it because you guys come up with weird names. But yeah, Seed. So another one. If he gets a second one, they're a pretty amazing trio. So I'll be impressed with the team that's happening.
Yeah, a lot of captains that go down the stat list and see the highest ranked, but sometimes you can do better. What you see in the combines, like say a low rank could get a higher pick just because he played in the combines over a high pick who didn't play in the combines.
Very true. So tell me about the combines. Did the combines shape how some of your picks are going?
When we get to the Challenger League, yeah, I have a few fan favorites. I think my first pick's extremely obvious at this point.
Oh yeah.
But I think for my second pick is going to be a Diamond 3.
Ooh.
And with as many Champ 1s we have, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, I think, if I can get him at the end.
I select Lamar Jackson with my next pick. Well, the first pick for the Nova for this round is going to be Oni. Congratulations to Oni. Oni was massive in the Grand Finals Championship of Season 4. So welcome to the fold for the Nova. A really good pick overall, and he is also competing within the Rival Series play-ins. And so I believe he's on a team called the Weebs last time around. So congrats to seeing him go to a good squad and a good franchise ran by Bantho. And so now J-Rod's group, the Tsunami. All right, so
J-Rod's group.
So J-Rod's group, his captain. I forgot exactly. Let's see. You think I'd keep track of all the people?
Well, there's a lot of teams and
there's
players.
a lot to keep up with. All right, so if we go back, if you go to the announcements, which I hope most of you keep track of, because quite often I don't. So he has QC. So QC should, I think, have a general good pick, which it looks like he's going with someone from the past, a blast from the past. Can you guess?
Yeah, I cannot guess. I honestly cannot. But yeah, I mean, you have your picks from last season to see how well they did then. You can bring them here, and might influence your pick.
Well, that's true. And so our first overall pick for the Tsunami is Kami, or Kamikaze, as some of you might know him. And apparently I did misspell draft. So congrats to me for not knowing how to spell. But our social media team also spelled Challenger as Challenger. So
did I really? Oh, good lord!
You super did.
Oh, that's awesome, man!
Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear that on stream.
You'll find here at the FLG that we don't take education very seriously, but we also take it very seriously at the same time. When we will make sure to meme each other as often as we can. So it sucks. Welcome to the real world, I say to me. Oh my goodness. All right, hopefully that updates. But congrats to Kami. So we're going to the mob. Archaic is the leader, the GM for the mob. Looks like, okay, going with a nice fat statement. Some of these guys that have been together before, getting split up just a little bit hither, thither, and yon. Are you surprised so far with who we've seen?
No, I've actually heard a lot of these names. They're pretty big in the community around. I know a few of them. Some of them I don't yet, but it's cool.
True. The mob's first overall pick is gonna be Kona, and Kona actually being a massive upgrade, I think, from previous seasons for not only the mob as a franchise, but he has been playing very well since the previous season. So congrats to him being first overall. Now, Esper's group, the Spartans, brand new franchise to the scene. They are holding a place in lieu of the Drakes this season. They're coming up on their first one, and their captain is American Banter. Now, there's not many people that can handle a captain like American Banter. So he's definitely, I don't know, what kind of group do you think he's going to put together? Because he's a seasoned veteran of this league.
I think he's going to go with some strong, familiar faces. I feel like he's more of he's going to go with some funny people. The Spartans, our goal is not to be the winning team. Okay, our goal in the Spartans
not
is to be
at all?
No, it is to be the funniest and the most meme-filled team in the entire draft.
Well, we are still waiting on a pick. It's got about 5 seconds to go. I need to make sure that we get it here in the next moment, or they might get skipped. The timer is done. It looks like we have the pick typed in. Oh, a nice one out the gate. So the first overall pick for the Spartans is Men's. So Men's came from, I believe, the Knights from last season. Really good. He didn't get to really kind of reach his potential. for, I think, Season 4. So Season 5, it looks like it's starting off strong with him and Banter. And Banter, however much you love to hate him, hate to love him, he's been to the Grand Finals 3 times? Twice on the same franchise, and once on a different one last season. So he's one of the most winningest people in this league.
Winningest? Everyone type winningest in chat, please.
Winningest is a real word, okay? I hear it all the time on the NFL.
So.
Okay?
I'm pretty sure it's
on
not.
ESPN. Yeah.
So you think Banter's gonna bring it home with the Spartans?
I mean,
you think Banter's gonna bring out the best in his whole team?
I think so. I think that's he has a way with people. Sometimes it's a bad way. Sometimes it's a good way. Sometimes it takes dollars. I'm not sure. Right now, we're going for the first overall pick. 10 seconds left for the Bandits, led by their GM, Harry Gary. And Harry Gary was able to get me his lists just recently. So, the first overall pick for the Banditos, as it comes into me just a hair late. Make sure that as we have these 1-minute timers, you get them into me as fast as you just can type those little words. Oh, it's a nice one with, and thank you so much, guys, for your follows, for all of your assistance. It is Prez J, who actually led the Tsunami last season to a grand finals win. Now, we're in the beginning of round 2. Prez J, or the Bandits, and Harry Gary, rather, with their captain comp, are going to have a double pick. So we're starting pick number 11 overall. So the Knights and the Ninjas are finally going to be at the end of this particular round. So they have a lot of people to go before they get to combine with Andy and PC Dog. But who do you think would go best with Prez J? Because he already lost one of his former players with Oni.
If I paid attention to anything that happened in the Champion League, I would love to give you an answer. But I would like to tell everybody that, remind everybody that the draft picks go backwards. So we're going to start from the Bandits and go towards the Ninjas this time.
Yeah, I mean, it is a snake-style draft, which means we go from 1 to 10, 10 to 1, 1 to 10. So it's kind of balanced in that way. At least I think so.
Yeah, I think that's a better choice than giving the first pick all the good picks, you know?
Yeah. So the Bandits, their first double pick, and the only double pick that they're going to get for the entirety of this. Oh, that looks like a steal from what I saw or predicted might happen later on. They get Jay Hensley, which is apparently well off the little board here. So Jay Hensley, I believe, was part of the mob last season under Henry. So interesting to see him go to a different location.
So you're very surprised by that?
I'm a little surprised. I mean, I didn't get to see Harry Gary's list too quickly before this all went down, and so I thought that we might have a repeat of being under Henry's guidance, but it looks like that it's going to be Prez J and Jay Hensley. That's a pretty good twosome right there. But Bandits are now waiting until the very end. They're going to get the last pick. So
do you think you're gonna in these second picks? Do you think you're gonna see a lot of players that play very good with the first picks? I mean, like teammates and
I would
things
think
like
so.
that.
This is kind of like your team, right? Like obviously your last pick isn't a sub. It isn't a sub, but it is kind of a complement to who you have right now. So you want to make sure that it's someone that can work well with the first two. And it's, all right, this one is a blast from the past as well. He came in the middle, I believe, of season 2 or 3, had one of those epic Batmobile moments and almost won a 2v3, ended up being a mainstay for most of the next consecutive seasons. Typhon, second overall pick for the Spartans to join Mins with American Banter. What do you think of that threesome of Typhon, Mins, and American Banter as we get into our next pick?
Yeah, I remember Typhon from the last league. I think I don't know. You know, it's kind of iffy because I really want to see what the Ninjas and the Knights come up with, because you get those franchise picks and, you know, you start out really early, and those second picks can either make or break what you get after that.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
and
I can't get my all in say I think the Spartans are going to win it.
Yeah, and then, but knowing some of the captains for these guys and some of these trios that have already been made, so like Comp, Prez J, Jay Hensley, that's a pretty good group. Mins, Typhon, and American Banter, that's a shooting group. Like, I think Mins, he knows how to shoot, but he also is a great passer. I think that's a good compliment in combo between those three. Kona with the Mob, and the Mob Archaic, I need to remind myself yet again who he was able to nab. He got Nate. So Nate's an aggressive player, but also Nate creates a lot of interesting concepts outside of the draft system itself. The second overall pick for the mob is going to be Banger Boy. Banger Boy, welcome to the big leagues, my friend. He was the captain of the undefeated Bandits as they took over the Vanguard League last season. So Banger Boy, he's been with us for a while, right?
Banger Boy, I think, is probably one of my favorite players that I've almost never talked to.
Yeah, right?
He's like one of my shadow favorites. We never like really talk in a league, but I just love seeing him play and playing with him, you know?
Now, when you think of Nate and you think of Banger Boy, poor Kona, like that's a lot of memes to have to handle. That's a lot to handle.
Well, you know, there might be an underground meme league inside the league. I think we might have to fight for the sauciest memes.
I wouldn't doubt that. If you want to be part of the underground meme league, I'm not part of that, but there is a dank memes channel that I do not moderate, and I apologize if it is terrible in there. But be kind and do rewind if you try to get too memey against one another. So we're going for the Tsunami's second overall pick. Ooh, and another blast from the past, and this is a return from Season 1. Everyone, welcome back, Jack. So, if you don't know him as Jack, you'll know him as Jaxie. And Jaxie and Kami have actually played together a couple of times before on separate leagues, and so they're going to be under J-Rod's guidance as GM, and that's kind of like a full like 360 if you think about how Jaxie was the captain in Season 1 of the Tsunami and picked J-Rod. So, kind of a neat combo there.
So if these four teams had to play a short league right now, who do you think would win?
Ooh. So QC, Kami, Jack. Ooh. You know, I'd say it'd be a toss-up between Tsunami and Bandits. I really would think that. So I'd give it to Tsunami. Honestly, that was a strong pick out of Jaxie for Jaxie, QC, and Kami. I think it's really good, but I don't know. These are all pretty well balanced, which is different than usual because sometimes we get really unbalanced types of picking going on. And we have our next one coming down the pipe for the second overall with the Nova. Looks like we are actually getting ahead of schedule, which is nice. So we're going to make sure that we get these as they come down the pipe. The second overall pick for the Nova will be Seikl. Now, Seikl was popping off in the combines, and I think everyone kind of took notice, like, hey, he's actually improved. That's amazing, and we want to have him on our team. And so Bantho giving Oni and Seikl, as well as his captain, who I continue to brain dump as soon as I leave this page, Bat. So Bat is brand new on the scene. Bat, I've honestly seen play all of maybe a moment, and he seems fun.
Yeah, he's very active in the Discord, which is what I really like from the players. You know, you get to play on the field with them, you learn them that way. But I think, actually doing things in the Discord, and he's on the social medias and stuff like that. He's a name I've seen a lot, and just because I've seen his name a lot in the Discord, I feel like I'm going to pay more attention to him this season.
Yeah, honestly, I want to see if you are kind of a voice out in the Discord, you're gonna gain more attention, and it could be bad, it could be good. You could end up like Banter, you could end up like Cryptide. You can so hated or loved, whatever you want to be. But hopefully it's with some good behind it. And so this one, second overall for the casuals, and I knew that this particular set was coming down the pipe. Nebula, a great concept and a great strategy. Eddie. So Seeb, Eddie, and Nebula all play together for Texas A&M University for their CRL team. So.
So they're pretty much already a put together team.
Yeah.
That's extremely lucky because a lot of people when they join this league think they can join with their teams originally, and then we have to go through the process of explaining to them that it's a draft league. So being able to get the players you play with on a regular basis is a huge advantage.
Yeah, it's true, and I love that these guys are able to play together because you oftentimes have to kind of sacrifice a little bit of that. And some people come in with the concept and then they play with each other and then they realize, man, my team actually kind of sucks. So they utilize different players that are in the league to kind of rebuild. And we encourage you guys to do the same. If you're here, maybe scouting out some talent, maybe to just find new people to hang out with all the time and maybe make those epic runs, please do so. So our next pick for the Thunderbirds, they've got Bullseye. And so Bullseye was their first one from the first round. And so their captain for the Thunderbirds is Corrupt. Now, Corrupt is not a slouch. Getting Bullseye with him is even better. Buff Sosa coming in hot as second pick with the Thunderbirds. That's pretty strong.
Jeez, so hashtag chokebirds or what? What do you think now?
I think it's like hashtag Strongbird. You know,
Strongbird.
Get that wing, but like a whole lot more like muscle underneath it. Like it's like birds with arms. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I have seen those.
They're frightening.
Actually, they're horribly disgusting.
Yeah,
yes.
They're...
But I think if the Thunderbirds win at the end of the season, we can all use the excuse that they just got 2 high picks, and we can all feel better about ourselves after.
But they did have to wait a while. So Buff Sosa was all the way down the pipe. Now he can, just like most people, he can sometimes be a whiff artist, but he's pretty good. He's pretty darn good. And so we're coming up. And thank you so much, Steve, for the subscription. And for those of you that may or may not know, all the subs that we get to this channel, as well as donations, anything that comes through, any of the bits and bobs that roll down the pipe, we roll back to you guys. We put them into the prize pools, and we hope that you enjoy basically paying yourselves. And thank you so much, Nebula, as well. A bit from the TAMU dudes. As we get into the second overall pick for the Avalanche, it is Ghost. So Ghost and Peyton, a very strong first overall pick. And so, goodness, I didn't get to see too much of Ghost. Yeah, he was kind of much like a ghost and unable to be seen very often, but I'm sure that will be a great combination pick.
Do you think they're already picking people who haven't played the combines, but they're just going off rank at this point?
So at this particular moment, I think it starts to get like that. We're near the end of the second round, and this is actually the first active pick for the Knights. Some of these guys, it's either by name, they've played with them before, they've seen them play, they know something about them, or it's just, okay, who's not the next highest rank? Do I want my group to get screwed? Like, what's going on? And there's still quite a few familiar names on the board, so it's not as if that's gonna happen all the time. But you're gonna see that through this last round and the latter half. And by the way, for those of you that do not get drafted, please, and thank you so much, Exotic Stew, for your subscription. Please do not leave the entire league, because there is plenty of time for free agents to be picked up, traded for, and dropped in and out of teams. Second overall pick, and the first active one for the Knights, is Luxray. So, man, Luxray and Andy going together with, this is already a strong team, and the Knights having Henry, that's quite the scoringest team I'll see in a while, I think.
I would also mention thank you for the hype train.
Yeah.
Everyone has a little bit of time to, if they sub, gift, or use bits, you can get a little higher.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much coming in, balling out, and we have another minute on the board. It's the last pick for the second round, 20th overall, and the first overall pick actively for the Ninjas, coming in at you hot. Ooh, and it's another familiar name. Man, I like seeing the return of these veterans from previous seasons, as well as guys that just deserve some love from the Discord and from the community. And you guys are just great. I love that you fill up our chat, that you hang out with us, and you just get to be boys as boys. And Phoenix, these guys are great.
They're great. They're absolutely fantastic.
Awesome people. 5 seconds on, but we already know it. We're going into it. Thank you so much, Boom, for the subscription. And thank you. If I miss you, oh my goodness, the 100% raining in. You guys are just going ridiculous. the hype, I love that. All right, the last pick for the second round is gonna be Bread Boy. Everyone drop your boys and the breads in the chat. I know that Bread Boy's out there. He'll probably do the same thing. All right, going big, going strong. We have one round left in the Champion League draft, and it starts with another double pick from the Ninjas. You got one more time. So these are what a lot of people consider to be the subs. They're not. This is everyone in the draft league must play 2 matches. Thank you so much for the bits, Wildcard. You guys are just going nutty up in here. And so everyone is required to play at least 2 matches on the season. Every single match is a best of 5. And so you have to play 3 of the games in that best of 5 to qualify for having all of your match time played. Kamikaze, thank you so much for the subs. You guys are being amazing and just it warms my heart. I'm running out of words. Okay, so Chili. Oh my goodness, Chill said. All right, so it looks like. Wait, how did I? Oh, okay. Well, either way, it looks like that we're gonna get this one up in here. The last overall pick for the Ninjas in the first and the third round coming at you, as it looks like we've got Dino-Knots. So I may have done the first one and the other one out of order. Not a big deal. They both get to be on the same team. When you put them together that fast, it's hard to see them. But regardless, Dino-Knot rounding out the fold with Bread Boy, PC Dog, and all led under the captainship of Cryptide. Thank you so much, April, for your subscription as well. And that's a good quad right there, I will say.
Yeah, with Dino-Knot, do you think he would place higher or lower in this league?
Ooh, talking about Dino?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Wildcard, for your sub. So what's funny is that this particular team, they are the same trio that were together last season for the Drakes. Just a different fourth of being Bread Boy. So I think that he's still up there by way of clout and name. So I don't know. That's gonna be a very, very strong team, and I think this is. I want to know what this name means, mostly because it is literally just 2 letters long. If those of you that can't guess it, well, you're about to see it, and we can cut into this a little bit sooner than later. Last overall pick for the Knights, 22nd overall and second in the third round, is going to be GB, which I think his name is like GB97. I don't know.
Maybe it stands for Good Boy. Maybe
Good
he's
boy.
a good boy.
He's a great boy.
Good boy, good player, good
boy. Thank you again, Monkey Nugs. And again, if I end up missing out on something, please, I have old man eyes, and they are tired quite often, more often than not. So we're going to our next one, and this one already in the pipe, the Gaming Killian. You guys are murdering me. You know, with all these subs, to take a moment away from the draft for like a second, if you have ideas of what you would like as an emoji or emote or anything that we can give to you, this is what these open up for us. And so we can give, again, more back to the community because, I mean, we have our Baldur of twins, and then we have the GG, but I would like to amp things up for you if I can make things even better. So let me know. I'll go out. I'll find some cool people to draw some cool things. I don't think we're gonna draw the Dean. Okay, we're gonna leave that one in the past. We're not doing.
Oh no, not the Dean.
We're not doing the Dean. No, my goodness. Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
That's a flash in the past. Sorry.
That's a long past. That's you could say that's an explosive past. All right, the last pick for the Avalanche comes in as Pax. Pax going to chill. These two guys have been friends for a long while, so it kind of makes sense that we get to see them together. So congratulations overall, Pax, Ghost, Peyton, and they are going to have a great bit of time under the mentorship and the guidance from Chaos. So nice little group coming in right here. Now for the Thunderbirds, 2 really good picks. Bullseye, 2nd overall as an active pick. Buff Sosa. What can make this group stronger?
Well, you know, a sub is important because a lot of times, some players will get sick or they can't get here on time. So since they're already a team who plays well together, I feel like maybe not having the highest rank, but having somebody who you're already used to be your 3rd round pick, just so they can come in, immediately understand the whole team, and just get to play in a clutch situation.
That's true. And there's quite a few good names still left on the board. I see Bryce, Zero, Arvo, quite a few names that have played with us before. God's Killa. Just a matter of them getting picked. We have about 4 seconds left before Thunderbirds really need to make their last stout one. Jet, who was the captain of the Avalanche last season. Infinite, Jathan. There's still so many good names left out there. Ventrix and Vokes, and actually I think a few of these guys are in the, the Vanguard League, so hopefully we get our next one up. Thunderbirds, you gotta make a choice. Ghost being the GM of their group. Hopefully. It looks like our staff is struggling. So now, whenever you get into these situations, you just hope and pray that they make the right decision. And thank you guys again. Thank you, FSV Venom. Oh, it looks like it's coming in hot at this moment.
The bread boy.
Is it?
Shout out to him for gifting 5 subs.
Woo. Oh my goodness.
We are now at Hype Train level 5.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? That's amazing.
I have no idea, but I'm so glad.
All right, he said. Oh, so this is apparently dealer's choice. Shoot. All right, they said you choose. We're gonna give them. I don't think you want me to choose, but you know, here we go. Jathan coming in as the final choice for the Thunderbirds. You can't tell me to choose because I'm just gonna go literally what's up there.
Is that a RLC or sorry, a frontline first? Just
I think that is definitely new. So ridiculous.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
All right, so casuals. All right, casuals. You guys need to choose for yourselves.
Yeah, so I guess just forget whatever I was saying about having someone you play well with. Anybody works, I guess.
But see, here's the thing, guys. That's why I'm saying stick around after the draft. We're gonna have trades and drops open up after week 1. So if things just don't work out for these teams, especially if they say you choose and they tell me to choose, oh boy, we're gonna have some fun choices. So anyway, for once the casuals not looking weak, season 4 really opened up a door for them to be successful. A lot of great things came out of that. They actually made the playoffs. They were one of the few teams that hadn't ever made the playoffs, just ever. And so now coming into season 5, it looks like they've got a good head on their shoulders from the choice of having Nebula as their captain. Oh my, I want everyone to get hyped in the chat for this one because it is the return. You know what? He gets his own color because why not? Welcome back. The grand the legend himself, it is Mr. P. Mr. P joining the casuals. P. Put the P's in the chat for Mr. P. Been with us for a long, long time, and he continues to be with us as well. Oh my goodness. So, Mr. P, welcome to the Champion League. You will be with us in our hearts and with us apparently on the field. So, starting up. Everyone's trying for the 3-time with him. He's one of the only 2-timers up in here. And Mr. P with the fat sub right after that. So of course. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Nice. Wildcard said give him his time.
Oh my gosh. So he's gonna have his time in the light. We're gonna maybe bring him in for an interview. And if you want to have yourself come in as an interview, thank you so much, Beza, for your sub as well. What's up?
There we go. Hype Train season at level 5. We finished it.
What? Oh my
We got all
gosh.
of it. I don't know what it means, but we did it.
What does it do? What does it do?
I don't know, but shout out to every single person who just subbed and threw bits at us. That was amazing.
Oh my gosh, you guys are an amazing crowd and just some of the best people I've seen in a very long time. Oh, looks like Nova are coming in with their choice, and so I can't wait to repay you guys for that. I'm hoping we're gonna have a great season this time around. It's gonna go through the entire month of February, and we're gonna have playoffs for the first 2 weeks of March. Oh, so final level, keep the hype going until the clock runs out. We did it. That's the whole thing. So I'm wondering what happens after that. The 3rd overall choice for the Nova is going to be Bryce. So we got to see Bryce play a little bit last season. Good supporting role, and he's back into that supporting role, I think, again, with the first 2 picks for this franchise. So Nova, again, overall being very, very strong.
Yeah, you know, Nova was, for some reason, I think I just like the team Nova best. I told you in Combine 3, I just have a weird, good feeling about Nova.
It's a weird, good feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes weird feelings are good feelings.
Yeah.
You want to feel weird.
Do you want a good feeling after this?
I mean, I'm down. Hype Train is a supersized celebration when community members unite to support a streamer they love. It challenges the community to reach levels of hype and rewards participants for keeping the train on track. A Hype Train will kick off when there's a spike in support events such as subscriptions or use of bits from different viewers in a channel based on a threshold set by each streamer. This activates a countdown during which all participants earn emote rewards for supporting the channel. So.
So everyone should have emote rewards right now.
Oh yeah, so you should be able to get, well, and you also get that from getting subs. So if you want to throw your GGs in there, we're gonna hopefully get you another one too, based on the amount of sub points. Oh my God, we're up to 38 sub points, which unlocks another sub emote, which we're gonna make sure that we get to you here soon for the season. All right, so last overall pick for the Tsunami. I've seen this guy play a little bit in the Vanguard League, and it looks like he's coming in. Ventrix joining us as the final pick. I think he's a little bit familiar playing with Jack as well. So I like seeing that. Oh my goodness, what are those?
It looks like the hype train. Everyone just got their emotes, so spam the emote you just got in chat, everybody.
Is that a hype unicorn? What is that?
I got the hype unicorn, man.
That's awesome. What is that? Oh
I don't know.
That looks so cool. I like that.
Oh my God, this is 21 subs.
Woo.
We got 21 subs during the hype train. Thank you,
Amazing.
everybody. This season is gonna be freaking awesome.
That's gonna go right back to you. That makes this prize pool even better, and it's you supporting you. And Phoenix, I want you to make sure that everyone gets a lot of love whenever you post about this later. He's some great people. He's some fantastic people.
We love you.
All right, so we are getting near the end of our Champion League draft. We only have 3 picks left. Remember, if you're a free agent, you don't get chosen, cry your sorrows for all but a moment, because more than likely there's going to be some movement between a lot of these guys. Because I see some really stable teams, and then I see some really memey teams, and overall there's a lot of good talent in this field, and I think that this is going to be a highly competitive grouping. The last overall pick for the Mob, Archaic being their general manager, is going to be Venue. I think that's how you say it. Or Vineu. Venui.
So, yeah.
Vinae.
Oh, not another Buppet.
Buppet.
Not
Buper.
another Buppet.
Buppete. Is it French or Italian? Buppete.
We're not doing this again.
No, we're not? Okay. All right.
No, but this season's turning out to look amazing. It's be very interesting.
Why won't you let me have my Bupit moment, okay? Like, come on. Is it Buppet?
It's already on Instagram. We don't need a recap.
No?
No.
And Lux, I do love you, okay? I love all of you. I love you especially. If you want my love even more, hit me with a bunch of unicorns. Like, I don't know. Just unicorn the heck out of me at this moment.
And I would like to remind everyone that we are doing Champ League, and then we're going to Vanguard, and then Challenger League.
Yes, we will have 2 more after this, so we'll do a fast reset of this board, and we'll move on to the other one. I'm going to leave it up for a little bit just after this is done. Oh, look at the unicorns. You guys do love me. I love you back. And so the last overall pick for the Spartans, it's a little bit tough. They've got about 5 seconds to make it happen, but the Bandits with Harry Gary trying to round out a nice group at the end there with Comp, Prez J, and Jay Hensley. I know that Esper is probably in a small panic, but it looks like they are able to get their last one. It is coming in at Infinite. Infinite, welcome to the fold with Typhon, Mins, and American Banter. That's a pretty strong team. I'm surprised people kind of passed over Infinite, but good group.
Yeah, so I think the Spartans are strong. I think with my help, we can bring the most overall points with Spartan. So are we at the end of the season? Are we going to take all of the teams through every series and see which team has the overall highest score?
Oh,
that'd be a good idea.
Now, when you say highest score, do you mean most scoring, like most goals?
I'm saying, say Thunderbird somehow win Vanguard and Challenger.
Oh, you mean so like the best franchise?
Yeah, best franchise.
Okay, yeah. So we're actually doing a thing where we have the MVP for general manager. So yeah, so if you are currently a GM, make sure that you keep track. Let's see. Tell me that. Don't choose Brent for team. Oh, okay. So, but make sure that general managers you stay around for the entire season, because there's going to be a nice little MVP incentive for you guys to be as active as you can for each of one of your franchise. But enough about that. We have our last overall pick for the Bandits. Let's see. We got one.
69
left.
Viewers. Nice.
Hey, 69 viewers.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
Nice.
All right. Oh, and I don't think actually that is not on the board. Not on the board. They're gonna need to repick that one.
Oh, we just jumped up to 84 in like
Wow.
a second. What just happened? But awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. And so we're just making sure that we get the final pick coming in for the Vanguard or for the Champion League. So it looks like that they are going to be choosing one. We'll figure this out as we go down the pipe, and we'll put it in here. The last overall pick, and again, the last overall pick for the Champion League is going to be Vokes. Welcome, Vokes, to the Champion League. You may think that you are overhyped and that overrun with rank, but Vokes, oh boy, welcome into the Champion League. This completes our Champion League draft. If we have to handle discrepancies on the back end, please at my admins, at my staff, and at literally everyone on Earth. So, but not me, because we're gonna be handling the rest. So we're gonna get ready for our.
Hold on.
Yes.
So we need to know. Do you want all of the Champ 3s that did not get drafted to move down?
I don't know. If you're a Champ 3 that's currently actively awaiting being drafted, and you are in the Champion League sphere, would you like to move down into the Vanguard League? If so, we have to mark you on the list so that we can update everything going forward. So that I'm okay with them staying where they are, because then we still have people that can move around between the two leagues.
I feel like that would throw things into a chaos, especially with how fast picks are going to have to be for the next two series.
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be super crazy.
Also, while we're figuring that out,
Yes.
power rankings.
All right. So while they're figuring that out, all right. So if I were to go with my number one overall team from this grouping, oh boy, that's an interesting grouping to do. All right. So you always got to give a lot of clout to Andy and PC Dog because they're so good, as well as Peyton now joining this group. I think that Avalanche is good on the top end, but not as a whole. First three for the Thunderbirds are pretty darn good. Casuals have a nice little concept for them. Goodness gracious.
I think that Bandits are going to steal it this
Really?
time.
With
Yeah.
Comp, Prez J, and Jay Hensley?
I
not
feel like they're going to steal the win. Do you hear the pun in that?
Oh, because they're bandits.
Yes.
Like thieves. Okay.
Yep.
I can accept that. That's
Okay, good. Yep.
Prez J's not low-key good. Prez J's high-key good. Okay? He's been captain and had experience for all of these seasons. You know, with the mob, I think with Banger Boy as well as Kona, who has been majestically amazing. If Nate is consistent with this game and can still shoot, I think they're going to be a top 3 team. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna be completely biased. I think Casuals, you know, I'm just gonna be me. But Avalanche somewhere in the top 3. Andy will literally put a team on his shoulders and can carry anyone to victory. And they have Luxray now, so Henry, Andy, and Luxray. That's maybe number 1 right there. But you also have the returner of the original undefeated squad of PC Dog, Dinonaut, and Cryptide. So I couldn't put it past them to do even better here.
So you think that the franchise picks, you know, the ones that no one else could take, Andy and PC Dog, are going to carry their two teams into victory. So you think that it would be a good idea to pick somebody from this season to carry on to next season. So hopefully you guys like you play this year and you get high picks. Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Say the Ninjas or the Knights won it again. Could they take Andy and PC Dog again into the next season?
No. So once you have been on, by the way, you guys might see my cat. He's amazing. But once you have franchise tokened a player 1 consecutive season, they are now free to go to the wilds, and you can draft them again if you end up in that high pick, but you cannot franchise token guarantee that they stay with your group. So it's a one and done kind of thing unless you end up with the good fortune to have them. And I see Andy, I mean, any team that's ever been able to have him has franchised him. So American Banner did it with the Avalanche a little while ago, and now Henry has been able to do so when he moved from Mob to Knights under the guidance of Rainstorms. So I don't know, if good fortune, maybe. So it looks like that we're near about ready to get into the next draft.
Seems that the Van Gang draft is coming up soon.
All right, Vanguard draft coming in, and we're going to go ahead and change it over. We'll have interviews after these. So let's spice it up. All right, so here is the order. And ignore those first 2 picks. They're obviously not the real ones. All right, so this is the new order for the Vanguard League, it is Bandits, Tsunami, Thunderbirds, Mob, Spartans, Ninjas, the Casuals, Avalanche, Nova, and the Knights. But of course, we have 2 franchise picks that we got to talk about again. So for the Bandits, they chose Marksman as their first overall pick as a franchise player. And what do you think about taking him as a player, as a franchise token?
Marksman?
Yes.
I mean, if you play well with him, I don't know. I haven't seen Marksman play in the Combines. I was only here for Combine 3. What do you think about Marksman?
I think he's a great shooter. I think that he definitely has maybe a little bit of an obstacle in terms of consistency, because last season we saw him choke. We saw him choke a couple of times in clutch moments. He was the anti-captain clutch. But if he's able to go from the postseason into this season and really just kind of turn that around and stay consistent for his team and rely on them as well. And he was very visceral in his attack patterns, and I loved every moment of getting to watch him play. Now, one other person that also got franchise token was SV Elite. Now, a lot of you will see this as a controversial pick. J-Rod does not. At all. And both of these GMs are their acting captains, so both Harry, Gary, and J-Rod for the Bandits and Tsunami, respectively. So he knows SV Elite. He wants to be with and play with people that he's going to have a good time with. And so I don't know if that's the strongest overall pick. So
So you don't? You think he should have gone with
I don't know.
else?
I think he would have gotten SV Elite on the back end, and he could have had a better draft position. But overall, I think they'll be fine. It's just about who he drafts now. So, Thunderbirds, we're going to put you on the clock starting now. I appreciate everyone's patience as we get between these. And of course, if you are contacted by our admins to help sort out your picks from the Champion League draft, or even this one, or the consecutive one with the Challenger League draft, please respond as soon as you can, because we want to make sure that we handle all these as actively and rapidly as possible. Now, who do you think is going to be the first overall pick for this particular draft?
It doesn't matter. They're chokebirds. You know, I don't think.
Wow.
I really don't think anything good's gonna come out of the Thunderbirds.
Not a single bit.
Not a single. I think whoever they pick is destined to lose.
Wow, that is toxic. What?
It is.
What are you doing?
I'm kidding. I don't know. I think
yeah.
they're in a really good position. They get the first pick, so they obviously. I think I know exactly who it is going to be, and he was. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to see. But yeah, they're in a really good position. I think they're going to do really well this year.
Kev Dog in the chat not liking what you're saying, and he is definitely he is the captain of the Thunderbirds this season as a friend of Ghost. First overall pick for the entire Vanguard League draft that wasn't a franchise token will be Just Staying Alive, JSA. He was amazeballs last season. Got to see him play very, very well, and I mean he's all over in your face. I think he's making that upgrade. I forgot if he was in Challenger League, if it was Vanguard League the previous season, but a massive upgrade, good progression, good work by him, and great getting picked first overall. And so we're coming into the mob already, as it's going to be Archaic leading his team as well, another GM being a captain, which is well within the rules. They were allowed to choose if they wanted to be the captain of their team for their respective league based on the rank that they want to be. So Archaic was on the undefeated Bandits last season, and he did play kind of a third shooting role. One of the issues he did have was defense. It's kind of one of those where you see the ball above you and then just your brain cells explode, and I feel like that. So that's how I do. How do you describe your play style, Phoenix?
I've played with Espar. He describes you and me having very similar play styles, where we accidentally shoot towards our net instead of the enemy net. And when we play, he said, "Oh, I'm used to that. That's a monkey move." So I feel like we're very similar.
I'm glad. Monkey Nugs coming in.
Heyo.
We'll be talking to you in just a moment, but our first overall pick for the mob is Volk, who was very highly rated and a very sought after pick. So Monkey Nugs, captain of the Spartans for the Vanguard League, talk to me about the pick forthcoming.
Oh, is it my pick?
Well, I mean, in about 45 seconds it will be.
Oh.
Yeah. So talk to me about, what was your thought process going forward into this? What were you looking
Yeah,
for?
I totally thought about this. I'm totally not looking at the list right now.
Yeah?
You seem to be as just prepared as the rest of our
No,
captains.
no. It's fine. It's fine. I prepared.
This is a live pick, I guess.
Yep. Live pick. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna. Why not? We're just gonna go with the old familiar face.
A familiar face. Who was familiar from last season? What?
Old Chef Blazer.
Oh, okay, yeah. So good old 3-2-1 Chef Blazer. He was massive for you guys whenever you were on the mob in the playoffs last season. So okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. All right, cool. So I hope you put in a little bit more thought to the rest of your picks after after this one. So make. Oh my goodness. All right. So
We're just toxic everywhere. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I don't. All right, so we got to see Chef Blazer for one consecutive season. It's good to see him for another season. So coming up very, very soon, we have the Ninjas, and then followed up by the Casuals. So the Ninjas' first overall pick for the Vanguard League draft. It looks like it's going to be coming up fast. And Justice, he's having to do a lot of GMing from afar. So if you're part of the Ninjas franchise, just know that you're going to have a lot more contact with your captains, obviously, than your GM. But Justice is he led this Ninja team to second overall into the Vanguard League, and just I think he's a great leader, a great mentor when it comes to a lot of this. So doing good work. And I just endorse the crap out of him. That's what I do. What?
I'm happy with my team already. We already got it locked in. Easy wins. Just throwing that out there.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like we have a super long name that is going to look funny when I squeeze it down. So everyone just, don't make fun of it too much. But the first overall pick for the Ninjas within the Vanguard draft is Kryptonic Fate. Congratulations joining the Ninjas. Welcome to the dojo. All right, so starting now with the Casuals. It looks like my captain is getting cold feet, which some of you might, so that's okay. Are we really doing the Vang Gang thing, by the way? Is that,
Oh, definitely,
Please.
definitely.
I don't want to do the
Oh,
Vang. I don't want.
For sure. Look, Monkey, I am slowly taking over the reign you have in this kingdom.
Is that so?
I decide Vang Gang is a thing. Can I get some Vang Gangs in the chat, please?
Nope.
I mean, if you guys want to Vang Gang around, I mean, I can't stop you. We're gonna need to make a choice here. Venom, who is the captain of the Casuals, and thank you so much, Tossing Turnips, for following us as well. Oh my god. All right, Venom, you're gonna need to tell me. I love it when we have a plan, and then our plans disagree. Okay, so it looks like that we are going to go forward with the pick. Thank the Lord that we can get through this. So the first overall pick for the Casuals is going to be a returner from last season who I saw do very well for their team, and it is HV Buddy. Fantastic choice, I think, in my opinion, in my grand opinion.
Your choice or Venom's choice?
I mean, it's someone's choice. Yeah. Sometimes as a GM, you have to help influence your captain, and I think it's a good choice. I think he's an amazing choice. No, that's I think several people's opinions. So, all right. First overall now for the Avalanche. Ooh, all right. So the Avalanche, again, being led by GM Chillsend, and Chillsend, he was able to make a few influential choices going into this. His particular captain for the Vanguard League is Gamio, who is a first-timer here with the FLG. So this is going to be an interesting combination of things altogether. But because we took a little bit of extra time to do the previous one, we're going to cut this off early. It is going to be Beza, who we got to see as a nice sub, I think, along the latter half of Season 4. And of course, I know if you guys are loving the music, I hope you're loving me too. Also, everyone's a first time. I think over half the field this season is first timers, which is awesome. Sometimes just bringing in all the fuddy-duddies and the veterans, that's good. But I kind of like all the randoms in here.
All the new blood.
I mean,
All these
fresh
old
meat.
freshmen.
Yeah, we got a lot of juniors and seniors, you know.
Seniors? Who is the oldest person in this league?
Me.
Ooh.
Wait.
No.
Do you mean being here, or we have the OGs. There's about 30 OGs out there.
No. I mean literally in age.
I think that's. All right, who wants to expose themselves? I won't expose anyone's age. If
I need some age
Twin
chats.
said I'm 29.
I'm still not old enough. Nope, not old enough. I'm probably older than majority of the crowd that's in this chat room. I think
What
so.
about that one dude, Minecraft Dad? I feel like he's old.
Oh, he might be. I mean, his name is Dad.
Hey, you can be a teenager and have kids.
I mean,
Maybe
I don't
he likes
suggest it.
Minecraft because he's very young and he has kids. Tim,
It's
you are
true.
not 54. No.
the first overall pick for the Vanguard League for the Nova, 9th overall, is Cricket, or I think the other name was like B Hackett or whatever, but or Crick. But we're gonna go with Cricket because it's easier to kind of remember a bug. Because Crick just kind of sounds like I'm going down to the creek to fish up some dinner for us to fry up later. Oh my
Do
god.
you
down
think?
my alley.
Do you think his name's Cricket because that's all he hears when he scores goals? Because no one cares.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
Toxic.
As we get through that, we're going into the end of the first round for the Vanguard League, and it's gonna be a double pick. So the Knights again, rainstorms, giving in a few good ones, and I think I know more specifically who he's gonna end up kind of throwing at us because I got his stuff at the very last second. Oh, and if it ends up being this pick, which could happen, this is the return of a big dog. Let's see if he's sticking with. Oh, it's not. All right, so. All right, one of our newcomers into the field that we've seen be active in the Discord a lot, and I'm actually happy to kind of be around because it looks like, there we go, that he's gonna be a great player as well. Please welcome, as the 10th overall pick and last for the first round, J-Ski joining the fold as a Knights. So here's a storyline that I'm spinning up, by the way, Phoenix. We're gonna have a battle for the Coliseum.
Okay. What does that mean?
Knights and the Spartans are gonna fight for the Colosseum.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's good.
That's a genius idea.
I'm just saying. So,
You wouldn't call it a fight.
I mean, it'll be a fight. I think. You don't think it'll be a fight? Wow.
Wow, you're toxic.
Talks. Are you thinking about your next pick, by the way? Are you just ranting? You're not. Nope, he's not. No.
Not even a little.
He has no idea what he's doing. That's fine.
Hey, can I
Look,
make a
man, I'm
request?
also helping here, so don't think I'm not doing nothing.
Are you not doing nothing? No way, no how, no sir.
I mean, I'm not doing a lot, but I ain't doing nothing. You know.
That's true. I mean, some might disagree. 10 seconds left for the Knights to make their first double pick. This kind of determines the first three out of. Oh, it looks like they did eventually go with them. Let's please welcome one of the most majestic, amazing, and legendary players of this entire draft league. One that I had be the pleasantry and the honor of having on my team before in season 2 on the Challenger League. It is Bap, also known as Boss Alien Player or the Big Bapperino baby. So he has been a captain for us. He's been a player for us. He has been everything for us. And we welcome him back into the fold. And highly competitive player, good at dribbling. Just overall, the Big Bapper. Big Bap with big slaps. That's what
He's a good boy. He's a good player.
he's great. He's a great guy.
He's a good bap.
He's a great guy. He's a
Big,
good bat.
he's a good Bap. Big
I
Bap.
think he
Shout out,
identifies as
shout out
bat.
to Xbox players.
Oh, yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
don't shout out to Xbox players.
No, shout out to Xbox. Hey, I
Hey,
came from
hey.
Xbox. you
Shout
know.
out
Okay.
Xbox.
Hey, there's
See?
J-Rod.
There's J-Rod.
You say something about Xbox, and we all come coming.
it's kind of
Coming
true.
through the woodwork.
Yo, I
Hey,
feel like
hold
I'm.
on, real quick. I had to come in here. J-Rod, stop talking. Just stop.
And that was Papa telling J-Rod to also stop talking.
I'm also
I have
gonna
a
say that
question.
I'm
How
not
many
Xbox.
people in the chat who are watching right now play with PC with keyboard and mouse? I know me and Lethal Tim are big fans of keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's if you suffer from this particular form of Down syndrome, please let us know, and we will help you on your way to recovery.
Okay.
Contact your local hospital provider.
Yeah, that's true. Second overall pick for the Nova is Seabolt, also known as like Slate Blue Quick or something. I don't know. Blue.
Medium slate.
Medium slate blue.
Quick 716.
Yeah, that's quite the name.
Why didn't you put that in there?
It's we're not putting that in there. We're not. That's not happening. All right. Next up, Avalanche with their second overall pick. Ooh. Oh, so they chose someone that was very strong last season. I think you guys have seen him a little bit. He came out for a couple combines and kind of a little bit inactive. That's why we didn't really lean towards him too much. Ooh.
Well, hopefully this year, no one becomes inactive, and everyone every week shows up to every game and plays all the time.
I mean, you know, that's the play, if that's possible.
Yes.
So,
we're getting a lot of people asking to get in the booth. This is for VIPs only.
I mean, if you would like an interview, you must at the staff as rapidly as possible. Whoever spam ats the staff the most in the Discord will get in the booth. You have the next 5 minutes. Good luck, staff. All right.
You're only saying that because you're not staff. Fuck.
I am.
Wait, that's gonna be me. I'm the only staff here. Do not at me.
Second overall pick for the Avalanche is going to be Icy, which kind of makes sense considering it's the Avalanche.
Oh, my mentions just blew up.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Let's
Monkey,
see.
you just created toxicity in the general
Oh
chat.
my god, it's so bad. It keeps going off.
I hope you're happy.
K-Dog, if you at staff one more time, I'm banning you.
Whatever you guys want. I'm glad you guys treat our staff overall as your family. All right. So our second overall pick for the casuals, slowly coming in. As me and Venom, we kind of talk on the side over here.
So who you thinking here then?
Well, I mean, this is someone that I was looking at before, and he seems to have a pretty good head on his shoulders.
Oh my god. I'm gonna delete my Discord.
Are you gonna delete it?
I'm going.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. We know who we want. My goodness. I apologize for this taking all of a moment. So, apologies for that confusion. I have corrected everything, and we've gotten still under the wire. Oh, sorry, Esper. I know that you're watching. All right, second overall pick for the casuals, and I didn't think I would have to, like, make it at the very last second, and that we would just be on the same page, Venom. But for right now, it is going to be Nerdy Gamer. Welcome, Nerdy Gamer, to the Casual Folds. So, joining HV Buddy, as well as Venom, to get this clock running again. Okay. So.
Monkey?
Yes.
A Y. Just
Why?
a Y.
Why
Dude,
what?
58. 58 ads.
Who's the best?
The word. Oh, Bat definitely. Bat
Already.
definitely won.
And they're still going.
But they're mentioning in different chats, so it always pings because I can't stay in one room. Tim just added me in the dank memes and rank check.
Just Y.
It's all right. You guys will be fine. Just.
I'll be back later for challengers.
Oh, you guys are great.
I'm
sorry, staff. I'm so sorry.
I wish I could record the sound coming from my phone. It's just automatic beats.
This is literally nuts.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, I love it. Just okay, but who's leading the pings? Who's leading the pings?
Bat was the first one to spam the crap out of us, so I think we might have to bring him in here at the end.
So he committed. Oh, Kryptide's mad now. All right, second overall pick for the Ninjas with Kryptonic Fate. It's going to be Dax. Big old Dax on the attack, coming in hot and a great choice to join as well. All right, so Mr. Monkey Nugs, you've had some time and you've seen kind of, you know, who's been chosen in the field. Have you actually been thinking while the staff has been added like crazy?
Yes.
Oh.
I've looked.
Sound sure of yourself.
And there, I was looking at the players and I just couldn't say no.
Yeah.
So, it'll be submitted into you, and I'm just ready for the reaction.
All right, so What the heck is? Okay, so now you're. Can I even say that name on stream?
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess this is payback for me making the staff get added a whole bunch. So
Yeah, thank God. I haven't been able to think.
overall pick for the Spartans in the Vanguard League, 16th overall for the Vanguard draft is Beat Meter. So welcome to the fold, Chef Blazer and Beat Meter. What in the heck? Did you just look by rank? Is that what you did this?
Beat Meter.
Oh my! No, it's Beat Meter. Okay. I'm not saying it again. All right, we're not doing that again.
I'm clipping you saying Beat Meter later.
Oh.
Expect to see that all over Twitter.
Beat Meter. That's
Oh my god.
terrible.
I hope he can score a lot of goals so I can hear
Oh.
you scream
Nope.
Beat Meter.
I hope Beat Meter is one of the worst.
And I
players in this
hope
league.
it's not a child.
I can't wait to cast
God.
for Beat
Oh,
Meter.
can you imagine? No.
I'm definitely casting that game.
Can we just cast everybody cast for Beat Meter?
Oh god, just a group
Beat
casting.
Meter 64. I don't even know if he's here,
Add
but
5 to that number, baby.
I don't want to be part of this anymore. I'm done. That's terrible. All right, that's
Nope.
stupid.
I
All
thought
right.
long and hard about that pick.
About Beat Meter? Yeah, I bet you did.
Long and hard.
Long and hard
Oh
about
my god. All right.
Wait, guys.
No. That's so stupid. I'm done. This entire show is over. Second overall pick for the Bob, by the way, to join Volk is Twins. So, oh, that's.
Oh, twins.
Hey, you
can't
say the word doo doo and tell me you're not about to giggle. All right. Hey, doo doo and Beat Meter.
shoot.
All right. So we're gonna start this clock again. We're adults here. We can be professionals about this. That's fine.
Oh man, Twins' pick completely overshadowed the Beat Meter.
This is
Sorry,
terrible.
Twins.
Yeah, Twins, you're in there. Good job.
That's-
Hey, Twins
Good
is
job.
returning. He's been with us since the Searles days. So that's,
Yeah, I love Twins actually. He's a fan favorite of mine.
he's well, we're fans, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thunderbirds, they had a really nice first overall active choice with Just Staying Alive, and soon coming, J-Rod and Harry Gary actually get to make choices after their franchise tokens. But we got to join Just Staying Alive with Ghosts group to join KevDog. I don't think these guys are gonna be chokebirds in this league in particular, at least. So just gonna make
I
sure.
don't know.
Will they rule the roost, or will it catch fire like Australia? I'm not sure.
Wow.
Too soon? Whoa, well, it was an act of natural. It was a natural occurrence. It's not. It's
Can
fine.
we go back to Beat Meter?
To beat me? I'm sorry. All right. Oh, it looks like they're going with some familiarity. A lot of this group seems to be built off of familiarity. Second overall pick is gonna be Moonji. Moonji, good job on you. And we've actually had Moonji here in the booth with us before as a caster. So really good guy, really good active guy. So ask him about his organizations that he leads, if he still leads any, or if he still casts or organizes anything, because they're still involved with a lot of good things. And so I think that's wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess half the country is still on fire. My bad.
Say F. Say F right now.
F.
There we go.
F for Australia.
We just paid respect.
F for fire for Australia.
No, monkey, stop.
Oh, it's not good. All right. So, all right. So we have Tsunami. J-Rod has to make his first actual pick, getting to join alongside SV Elite, and he's trying to complement his group. He wants to play with a group that's fun. My earth-loving ears, base. You guys are dorks.
We have some hippies in chat, okay? They don't
It's okay.
like this.
Hey, the good news is maybe most of the spiders are gone. You know? Maybe. And,
Yeah?
and
Then who's gonna eat the giant flies?
go off my list, please. Okay, so Harry Gary's gonna tell us to go off his list, but J-Rod is up in the thing right now. Oh, looky who is making it in. I pretty much expected this one. A little bit of familiarity again, as the chemistry might work out. Lynx G joining SV Elite. So this may or may not work this season. I'm not sure.
Easy dubs.
Easy dubs for.
Gerard, stay in your muted area.
Oh my gosh. So, last overall pick for round number 2. We're going to our double pick for the Bandits, and it looks like Harry Gary wants us to go off of his list. So whatever he had before, we'll be going into right now. So let's go ahead and set this one up.
Okay,
But
well, since the second pick, I've been mostly distracted by everything going on.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on by these teams? Well, how do you feel about this?
this one's a little bit of a wild card. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Boo is the Bandits pick, by the way, because they're gonna have a double one, so we'll talk a little bit longer about them. So Boo, Marksman, and Harry Gary. Boo looks like a strong player. I think they're gonna, as long as Marksman comes out to be as strong as he's supposed to be, pretty solid team. Tsunami, L's. Thunderbirds, they have a great shooter with Just Staying Alive, and I think they're gonna be quite good as well. The Mob, I think, has the number 1 overall right now.
Whoa.
I mean that's
Big words.
That's big words, but I think Mob is going to be pretty dang good when it comes to the Vanguard League. But what about?
I think it's Speed Meter. I think he's gonna win.
MVP.
So what about you, Monkey? What do you think from all these different squads? Who are you looking forward to the most to playing against out of these groups?
Honestly, I think the Bandits. I think the Bandits are a pretty good team.
Really?
To look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like that little it's kind of had that surprise ability to them too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of left field and say Avalanche.
Avalanche. Well, Icy and Beza, that is not a bad bet if you're
Meter emote.
What does it say?
A beat meter emote.
Oh, we need a beat. No.
Yes.
All right. So the first overall for the third round of the Vanguard League, and the last one for the Bandits is gonna be Scupper. And I think Scupper played, wasn't it for the Casuals in Challenger League last season? So I think good to see him back. He was very strong. We had, what was it? It was Scupper and someone else that had like a similar sounding name. Oh, I can't remember now. But beat meter for Van Gang. No.
Van Gang.
No, I don't.
Van Gang.
I don't want any of this. All right, Tsunami.
I hope they show up.
Goodness gracious.
Do you think Scupper would have been higher because he's in the Scupper class?
All right, so.
That was bad.
So we're getting ready for our next few picks.
Are we gonna be surprised with this pick?
I don't think we will. Not at all. Nope. It's well,
Could be anybody.
everyone wants to stay, if you want to stay with the same format, good on you. You usually should make sure it's a winning format, but whatever you want to do. This is your franchise. This is how you want to compete. And if it's just to have fun, it's just to have fun. Last overall pick for the Tsunami, Ranks Vec. Welcome back. Also, some of you may know
I want to
him.
be the sleeper, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, you may just get put to sleep. That may be what this.
Wow, Monkey does not like Tsunami.
It's not that I don't like Tsunami. It's just I thought you were gonna
list.
improve from season 4. That's all I wanted.
Oh, he's just fighting words, man. Oh my god.
All right, so going into this is the final pick for the Thunderbirds, and they have Kevdog, they have Moonji, Ghost knows both of those guys. Just Staying Alive, very highly rated. I don't know if there's anyone left in the field for them to go with just based on who they know, but there's still a lot of good names out there that I think are available to get picked. So want to keep there. Remember, there's a few people that were in combines that I think need to get their dues.
What do you think T-Man's gonna place? Do you think T-Man's gonna place this year?
I think T-Man will get in there. I think.
Well, how far down? How far? You think like Nova, like second to last?
I think maybe sooner than that. I don't know. It kind of really depends because coming in right now, T-Man being the last overall pick for the Thunderbirds. Congratulations to him. That's a fat statement. Did you predict that? Did you influence that? Did you do something about that?
I mean,
Cheating.
No. I really thought I don't know. No.
You didn't think that was gonna happen?
Yeah, Thunderbirds aren't my favorite franchise this year. I don't know.
Right.
I think just because Sway Kev, Just because I want to upset Sway Kev,
You
you know?
just want to mess with him a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta mess the competition.
I mean, that's fair. I can accept that. So we got a few of these guys left, and I'm just looking off to the side over here as to who is remaining. And there's still some really good choices and really good available guys kind of rolling around. So make sure that you don't turn a blind eye to who is still available, because, and of those of you that again are not going to get drafted, free agents stay in the free agent pool and will be. You can't too soon me, Kev Dog. I know what's up in here. All right. So our next overall pick for the Mob Archaics franchise is looking dango strong. They are going to be choosing one of my favorites. He's part of the otaku weeb crowd, so some of you may not know him explicitly well, but I know I do. Please welcome Savior of Kittens, also known as Sock.
Yeah, Sock actually has been featured on our Instagram pretty recently.
Yeah.
Did he? Our most recent post. Yeah, him. A lot of I think Sock, Icy, Green, and Kenneth have showed up the most on our Instagram.
That's true. And if you want to be on our Instagram, throw all sorts of content at Phoenix. He will gladly accept it. If it's a lot of top-up selfies, you know, that's great. If it's top-down selfies, that goes to our premium Snapchat. So make sure you hit us with your snaps.
Oh, God.
See your favorite players half naked.
I didn't say that. Didn't say it was. We're all wearing pants here. All right, we're wearing. All right.
Can I get a no pants in chat for everyone who is not wearing anything right now?
We're not doing that. Nope. We're not doing that.
Ooh.
All right.
Yep. Got my pick.
You got
I'm
your
ready.
pick? All right.
I feel good with this one.
All right. This group seems to be great, as it is being rounded out by, again, another veteran of the field. Please, everyone, welcome. It is your regional manager, Mr. Manager, and he's gonna have to join a couple people he has no idea who they are. Beat Meter and Chef Blazer. So
It's fine.
Nugs, I hope you know what you're doing when it comes to
Dude, the memes are so spicy right now.
Don't worry. We know what we're doing over here.
You do? Because I don't know.
I went from last pick in the draft last season to captain of the champions.
You literally started at the bottom and now you're here. So
look at me now.
Look at him now.
We made a new team.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
Look at.
Who'd have thought we'd be here?
Yeah.
Not me.
Not me.
Not anyone, to be honest.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at us. I love Paul Rudd.
God.
I love Paul Rudd.
I like the Spartans, man. I think Spartan Van Gang is probably my favorite team to come out right now.
We're not Van Gang.
You're
You're Van Gang.
They're not part of the Van Gang. They're not part of the
Van Gang. Van Gang Spartans are obviously my favorite.
All right.
Well, we're gonna have a different thing. Nope.
Kryptonic Fate, Dax, and we have our last pick for the Ninjas, Justice's group, looking just as strong. They're being joined by a big bro from many different organizations who's actually very active in the Rocket League community and actually has been to a bunch of different events to set them up as well. If you don't know him, you should know him. His name is Silver King. Thank you so much, Silver King, for coming back for one of our FLG's new seasons. And he's a great guy. Honestly, you get to know Silver King, he'll take care of you. He's a good guy. So, we're coming in for our final pick of the casuals, and it looks like this one should be fine. I think.
Do you know what you're doing?
I think I know what I'm doing. If he's around,
Hey, don't question my picks. That's all I'm saying.
Look, okay. I work with what I have. Okay.
Me too.
It doesn't work very often, but it's what I have. Okay.
Oh, we're working it over here.
The good news is I don't have to draft a Challenger League team, so that's fine.
Hey,
All right.
I'm sure. Like, all I can say is I'm sure my GM is proud. I just know that much.
Okay.
Dude, I'm proud.
So,
That's
10 seconds
that's
left.
A bold statement.
I'm hoping the casuals are able to do what they must. Remember, everyone please stick around in case we have to trade some people around. But this looks
He's
like
wrong. I'm not, well.
Welcome to the casuals tossing turnips, a brand new groupie to the draft league. I hope we have enough of this music to keep going. How much time is this? Oh, it's 10 hours long. We're good. All right. So,
Jesus.
I know.
Just put a Nyan Cat on for 10 hours.
Nyan Cat for.
Please.
Did you call him Nyan Cat?
Nyan Cat? Wow.
Nyan
yep.
Cat in the chat. Neon Nyan.
Can we get Neon Cat?
Actually, I think.
Hey, do you think the champs are gonna lose every single game again this season?
Who? The champs?
No, not the champs. Sorry, the casuals.
No. Undefeated season, baby.
Undefeated.
Actually, no.
So
I think
lost
both.
all the games last season.
Yeah, true. And you're gonna lose all the games this season.
I can't. Hold on, no, I can't do much worse than last season.
We'll have at least one. How many total players are still available? I think there's at least 5, maybe to 10 per league. Actually, no. For Challenger League, there's about 3 to 5. So
sorry, I misspoke. I didn't mean last season. I meant a few seasons ago when the last season I was in. Pardon me, folks.
part of you.
Wasn't the champs casual? Didn't
The
they
champs
go with
casuals.
it?
I think that the casuals will at least make the playoffs, and I think they're going to do very well this season. I believe in Nebula. Venom, I think, will have my guidance, so I think we'll be fine. So, last overall for the Avalanche to join Beza and Icy is going to be Tactless, another newcomer to the fold. So I think that's going to be a very good addition to theirs. We have 2 more, and again, we're near the end where it's like, okay, what rank are people? What have I chosen? Who's still available? And there's actually one guy that's still available that I kind of want to get chosen because he's been very active and available, and I think he is pretty good. Maybe not like the highest of tier, but a great, I mean, this is your support player tier right now. This is your 4th pick. This is a guy that maybe will get his 2 matches in and that'll be it. But, you know, things evolve over time. Monkey Nugs, you were last overall, and you're kind of one of the best players like in the entire Vanguard League. So, you know.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Who is it?
I mean,
Your team's already made your pick.
I have 2 favorites. I don't know if I could say them, but they're very active on the Instagram.
Go for it.
Okay, so who you got?
Go for it.
Yeah, you endorse them.
Fly Parker and how do I say his name? Kroitic?
Kroitic.
Kroitic and Fly Parker. I think out of the 8 Instagram posts I have, they are getting scored on like 6 or 7 times out of all of those posts.
Yeah.
Well, so they're my favorite.
So last overall pick for Nova is neither of those. It is Cheese Wheel. Cheese Wheel coming in straight up from out of the Cheez-Its factory. He's gonna come in and maybe do some big things alongside medium. What was his name? Slate Blue, Quick, Medium, Seabolt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Cricket.
don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's kind of
medium, Slate, Blue, Quick.
Yeah. All right, so Cheese though, doing some good stuff. All right, last overall pick for the Vanguard League, and then after this, we're gonna be going into the Challenger League. What's up, Nugs?
Who's making this pick? Who's the captain of the Knights?
All right, so the captain of the Knights for the for this particular.
I have a suggestion.
It is Sergeant Ao.
Sergeant Ao, take something Wong. Take him. we need. That's my. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
That's all you got?
That's
something
left.
Wong.
Something Wong. That's the one.
Low.
I need everyone in chat to endorse him.
Oh,
this is how I got picked last.
Something Wong.
Please.
Something Wong.
All right. Well, this endorsement is not going to go through. It will, in fact, be the previous endorsement that does go through, and it's just like it happened last season because I believe this person is active and I think will be a great addition to anyone. Fly Parker from across the sea, welcome. Yes. I think he's our only EU player this time around.
Xbox.
So, just so everyone knows, when our games are being played for him, it is heckin' late. So many props to him for being able to be with us and to put in the time that he's gonna have. So awesome possum, thanks you so much for him. So we have our overall picks, and it's looking pretty strong. So I'm gonna leave it to Nugs here. Nugs, you have your team obviously. Who is the next strongest that after your team? Is it still the Bandits? Do you think that's still the best one to look for, or who else are you looking at now?
Yeah, I'd say if I had to guess, probably Bandits. The casuals don't look too bad either, or Avalanche, or
We'll name all of them.
That's the 3. Is that 3? I can't do math.
I'd say it's pretty good. I honestly do like the Mob. I think the Mob is really good. I think Cav Dog with Just Staying Alive is going to be a good combo lined up behind with Moonji and T-Man, so Thunderbird's strong, and of course they were first overall. Ao is a good player. J-Ski, I saw be very active, and Bapparino has them dribbles. So do not sleep on the Knights. I think Knights have a very strong group. What's great is that this season, we have a pretty stout and balanced grouping for everyone. So I'm pretty proud. Even casuals right now, this is gonna be an experiment, and it may go wrong, but who knows? But we're gonna be moving on to our final draft of the day, and it is the Challenger League. Okay.
All right, tag me out. See you boys later.
Later, Nugs.
All right. I'll tap in.
Tap
I'll
in.
tap in too.
All right, so we got both Phoenix and Krister Bob in the booth. Phoenix is representing the Spartans, and Krister Bob, who'd you get picked up by again? Was it the Mob?
The mob, yep.
Yeah, big Mob. All right, so the timer begins now. All right, the Thunderbirds. Again, this franchise should be really, really strong, considering their position that they've had for the majority of these. You obviously have your picks forthcoming, but who do you think is going to go first?
I'll say for me, I'm thinking probably Moki Joe.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if some other people go first though, but I honestly think he might go number 1.
Okay. Yeah, Moki Joe is actually really good. I think in particular, Hero Aster is really darn amazing. Intuos, I got to play with him against him a few different times. Very tough opponent. So I wouldn't be surprised if at least the first round, or maybe even first. But we do have, it looks like, our first overall pick is in it to win it. And it is a returning veteran from many seasons over the course of the FLG's lifetime. And to see him first overall is not too surprising, but it is pretty amazing. Please, everyone, welcome the first overall for the Challenger League draft for Season 5. Every man a Wildcat, it is Ema. So congrats to Ema. Congrats to Ema for joining us. I didn't expect the first overall, but that's actually like a really, really strong.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, actually.
Yeah. So, now Avalanche. I forgot who the captain for. I always forget these captains. I will learn you guys over time. I'm so sorry. It's a long season to go. So Redline is actually the captain for the Avalanche, and he was very, very strong with, I believe, the Nova last season. Now gets to be a captain of his own group. Who compliments him the best? Phoenix, what do you think?
Who compliments Emo the best?
No, Redline.
Redline the best. I think Intuos is just one of those players who takes over anything. Like he can make any play. And during the combines, Redline and Intuos had some really good synergy. I think those are my favorite.
Okay, I respect that as well. I think that would be a great combination. But they are thinking otherwise. The first overall pick in the Challenger League for the Avalanche is going to be Icy Panda. So congrats to Icy Panda. Everyone light up your, what do you call those things? The air horns. We need to get that sound as a button over here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why don't I have this?
The soundboard. Oh, genius.
I know. We need. Well, I have it. I have a board. So we're gonna restart the timer and get going. And remember, as these are being made, we're gonna be assigning you roles if we're not already assigning you roles. And we're going to make sure that you have availability into each of your chat rooms. You must, on your play days, I don't know why this did not reset. You must, on your play days, utilize your chat room so that we can keep track of who is available, and for just the sake of knowing who is around and doing spot checking for players. But each of you do have a franchise grouping chat. So use that, communicate with each other, communicate with your GMs, captains. If GMs and captains and other players, you do not have an active player for more than a week, then you're allowed to freely drop them, and then you will pick up someone from the free agency. That's why I say free agents, please stick around, because you more than likely will get picked up, because there's always someone that, this happens every season, and correct me if I'm wrong, Phoenix, but we always have someone that signs up, they think this is awesome, and then they forgot they signed up, which is kind of hilarious.
I didn't forget I signed up. I just left.
It's true, yeah. All right, yeah. So,
our pick is in, by the way.
I see it, and the first overall pick for the mob, that is the first that you said would be up there, but is for you, is Moki Joe. So
sorry.
So tell me about this pick. Why Moki Joe?
All right. Well, I was looking at everyone's stats, and I had a tough decision between Moki Joe and Intuos, but I decided to go with Moki Joe just because I think he'll have better stats. But Intuos, you're probably gonna go next, so hopefully.
No.
Maybe.
All right, so you've got the Spartans this season, and you got a big green and white banner to hold with them. Now, I think I know who you're picking because it doesn't make sense for you to not pick them. But
I'm going to let the whole clock run out. Just
you're
tell
gonna
me
let
when
the
you want
whole
my
clock
answer.
run out.
Just let me know when you want my answer.
Even though I can see it right now, and I want you to talk about this pick. You don't have to say the name yet. You have 15 seconds.
It was just amazing. He played great. He's in the combines. He's a fan favorite of mine, even though he didn't have a mic at the time. He's just, I like him. I like him a lot. Am I ready to go? Can I say his name?
Yes.
Intuos. All right, cool.
That's incorrect.
What?
Yeah.
You thought I was gonna go with somebody else?
Yeah. Are you going into us?
Yeah, I'm going Intuos.
Oh, you're going into us?
He's gonna be my second pick if he's still there.
You're gonna need to talk to your GM. Oh my god. Go talk to your GM like for 5 seconds. Make sure you guys are on the same page. If it is.
S-bar?
If it is, all right, we can do this.
Okay, yeah, Intuos. Yep, S-bar said good game.
Okay, Intuos going to the Spartans. You guys are ridiculous. All right, Scandal. All right, so I'm glad that we have the captain for the Spartans in the chat because otherwise that would have been confusing. So we're gonna.
What was the problem there?
Because there was another player that was listed on the board, and it's okay. Staff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I changed my top 10 by the way. Completely different.
Did you tell your GM?
No.
Oh my God. All right.
Sweet.
Well,
So yeah.
So you're gonna need to stay here then, so that we know what to track. Oh my God.
Okay. Cool. Intuos, I love you. We're gonna be best buds forever, and you're gonna get sick of my voice.
Wow. Ridiculous. Awesome. All right. So it is over. All right. So the Ninjas. So the Ninjas this season, of course, once more, they're being GM'd by Justice, but they have Captain Wadil, and if I'm not mistaken, I think. Well, I actually don't know if this is a brother too, or if they've just played with this person before, but their pick is already in, and it's really dang strong. We're gonna go ahead and reveal it with 10 seconds left. Sheena coming in hot, and I think that they have a lot of familiarity when playing alongside one another. So really glad to have them back together. We're gonna go ahead and start the clock. This begins the first double pick, and of course there's only 6 franchises for this particular group because we only had enough players and captains that signed up for the Challenger League to get this many. If you want to have all our franchises be able to fill it out per league, please, we need you guys to apply. Every single season is dependent upon your participation and coordination and everyone else making these happen. So we rely on you to make this successful, which means that our success is based on you and your love to us. And so great things overall for the start of the season, and this is very strong to be able to see this field as it is. So, okay, so we have our first overall pick for the Bandits. Harry Gary thought that his Bandits group would be very much screwed because every single franchise position or choosing position they were in was either last or last. So this time around, first overall pick, 6th for the Challenger League, is going to be Hero Aster. Welcome. And they actually already have in their double pick, which means I'm going to do it immediately. So welcome as well. I know this guy, and he's trying to get me to go to an amateur boxing match later on, maybe next week. That'd be kind of good to see. Welcome, Boom. So,
ooh, Boom.
Yeah, Aster and Boom.
Aster and Boom are both on my list as well, and Aster is very high on my list.
Very good player.
It's very good.
So we're gonna go ahead and get to the Ninjas. Boom! I think was that Poppy?
I might have been. I have no idea. It was too quick.
Yeah. So, all right. So the Ninjas, they got to join Sheena with a couple peeps. So congrats to Boom, by the way. I don't think Boom thought he was gonna go very high, considering his response.
I would like to mention, by the way, Boom, I posted Boom's clip on TikTok, and it got over 1,000 views.
No way.
Yeah, with his explosion and you guys saying your ears are burning, it got over 1,000 views on TikTok.
That's wild. Okay.
That's great.
Ooh. Making sure that no drama is gonna come up. All right, so it's looking like we have this one solidified. I just banged my mic harder than the table than I did with my elbow. Goodness gracious. All right, so here we go. The second overall pick for the Ninjas is going to be a return of a veteran who's played with this league as well as many other leagues before, Balthier13.
Balthier.
You remember playing with Balthier, right?
Oh yeah, I know Balthier, of course.
Oh, yeah, Balthier's a good guy. He's pretty strong when he wants to be. A little bit of inconsistency, but that's where this league resides. So for those of you that may not remember, Challenger League is from Champ 1 down to Diamond 1. So there's a huge, much wider skill, we'll call it range instead of gap, for most of these players. So, all right. Talking to you, Senor, because El Capitan for this group, do you and your GM agree as to who is next?
Espar said pick anybody. I don't think he's that invested in Challenger League, but I think my pick is extremely obvious.
Oh, is it?
He was in Vanguard League until unfortunately he dropped his rank to just below Champ 2.
Oh my gosh.
And as me and him are not blood related, but he did hold me as a baby right when I came out of my own mother. I think I call him my brother. So I'm gonna go with Lethal Tim.
Lethal Tim. Now, will he carry you in this league like he carried you as a child?
For most of my Rocket League career, he has carried me in his very strong mechanical arms. But I don't know. We're getting pretty even.
Okay. So,
I know. I said it wrong. I said brubba.
No, he's your brother. That's great.
Just flame me in the chat, please.
Just flame him in the chat. Everyone flame in the chat. So, send your mob captain, Mr. Bob. Tell me about this. Tell me about this pick.
We already got our pick in, and I'm gonna go with Exotic Stew.
Okay.
The reason I went with him was because I remember seeing him in the previous combines, and I thought he did really good. And I'm pretty sure you were in Challenger, too.
Yes. So he was the captain of I think the Challenger Ninjas or Drakes. I think one of those last season. Did really well. Did honestly.
Yeah, I always
very
remember
well.
hating him. I always remember not liking him because he always would destroy us.
Well,
so now we're gonna win with him.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Make your greatest rival your greatest ally, and you may be able to succeed. Now, what do you guys think about the fact that out of these 6 teams, 4 make playoffs? Does that create a lot of tension between these guys? Between y'all, you only get one shot. You cannot miss your chance to flow because opportunity comes only once in a season. So. Yeah.
Does it?
I guess.
I mean, I'm okay with it, honestly, because we're gonna be in the chip anyways. Yes, I'm talking a little trash already.
Wow. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that this name is correct because it looks like they have the next pick coming up for the Avalanche. I'm gonna make sure it's not spelled wrong because it looks a little odd. Is that how you spell his name? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and write this in. We'll hammer out who it is on the back end, but it looks like the Avalanche is taking Shamiz, which I think is the Smiz. I'm waiting to see what turns green. What is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you're right.
Is it the Smiz?
I'm pretty positive he's the Smiz.
Oh, it's the Smiz. Okay, so you wrote it wrong. That's great.
Shamiz is not the Smiz.
All right, so the Smiz. Congrats to the Smiz, who is also Cool Hand Luke, which I think is a much cooler name. You should stick with that name.
I don't know. I like Shmiz.
You like Smiz?
Cool Hand Luke is too long, and I am not one for long usernames.
But it has like Cool Hand Luke gets a icy shot. I don't know.
He's got a cool hand. Ooh.
Yeah. He's got.
What is he?
Yeah, he's playing it cool.
Luke Skywalker.
All right. So, our last pick of the second round. It's a doozy of a name, and I honestly think that there's a different spelling for this name. I love that I have to like check back and see what these guys' names actually are.
Look, bro, we're Champ 1. We can't spell or use a controller at all.
No one can. Okay.
None of us can.
Luckily, I know who this guy is because he's been fairly actively speaking with me as well as active in the Discord and active amongst a bunch of other organizations and Discords. So, 10 seconds left. it's going to the double picks and the final picks for the Thunderbirds. The first one, or the second one overall for the Thunderbirds to join EMA, who was the first overall, is gonna be CC1997, also known as Salty. So welcome, Salty, to the Challenger League. I hope you're gonna have a great time here, and I know that you will, considering the amount of activity that you've been able to present. So you guys gotta be sweating your boots on who you're gonna be picking, because at this point, remember how we were talking about it earlier, Phoenix? It's kind of based on whoever the heck is left, right?
Nope.
Oh.
I know who I want. He has been highly recommended by my GM, and I think he's a sleeper cell. So I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm waiting for them to pick the wrong people so I can pick him.
Do you think that's gonna happen? Is there a likelihood for that to happen?
There is a high likelihood.
Okay.
I'm going to get who I want.
So, our last overall pick for the Thunderbirds, 13th for the Challenger League, gonna cut it off here so we can move on to the Avalanche in just a moment, is gonna be Disciple. Welcome, Disciple. You came in just in the nick of time to be able to see yourself get chosen. Great pick, great choices, and we're in our final 5 for the start of the season. A reminder, free agents, if you do not get chosen, first off, we love you. Second off, everyone loves you. Third off, please stick around, because more than likely there's going to be movement. We're probably going to be opening up applications as well for the Challenger League to gain more free agents. Only the Challenger League, though, because these guys seem to have a little bit of a lower population. We will be opening up a sub app that you, as a sub, you cannot be permanently gained to a team, but you can play for teams to assist them with the season if they so require and need that. All right, so our next one overall, which I honestly thought that this team, or this guy in particular, was going to get picked much sooner, but this is looking like a very strong squad from the Avalanche. And we'll move on right now as Rap, R4P, will be joining the Avalanche. So, Icy Panda, Smiz, and Rap, that's a pretty good combination. That's not weak by any standards.
Rap was not who I had in mind, but if my person did get picked, Rap was going to be my third.
I mean, you got Redline with them. There's no slouch on this group.
Yeah, that group's going to be pretty tight.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and restart the card, and this clock is starting to become negligible, but we'll still keep with it. All right. Looking into our next pick, it's the last one for the mob. So, talk at me.
Alright, so this was a tough decision between two. I had Realty and Luna in mind, but then I decided to go with Luna as our pick.
Son of a... Never mind.
So, Luna, some of you may know him as Lunatic, is a veteran of us here with the Challenger League and with the FLG. A great overall player. He actually was number 1 in the MVP rankings, I believe, in Season 3, and then kind of fell into obscurity at the end of the season. So, great to see him come back to us. And what was kind of the leaning factor between Lunatic and your other choice?
Monkey? Hello?
What? Hello?
Yeah.
I am here.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Other monkey?
Yeah,
No,
jeez, technical difficulty.
Okay, so why Luna between the two?
Oh, sorry, I completely dozed off. Rip.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I was talking to my GM, but yeah, basically I went Luna because I just saw better stats, better recent, and yeah, basically.
That suspense did not live up to the hype. All right, we're gonna move on from you. All right.
Okay, so yeah, I was completely wrong. I wanted Luna, and I didn't think he was gonna pick him. When you said his voice, bro, my whole butthole squeezed. I was not ready.
All right, so then what are you choosing? Because it is time now.
I am gonna take your other pick and pick the gaming line. I guess. That's why. The gaming line. Is that what you said, right?
No, I went Royalty.
Oh, but I'm picking the gaming line. Okay. I misheard.
So the gaming lime.
The gaming line.
The gaming lime. Welcome. Lime?
Lime or lime?
Lime.
Lime.
Lime. As in you squeeze some lime into a drink. I don't know. Some tea. Okay. All right. You can tell the Challenger League is going to be fun. I love the Challenger League. I may be a little biased because
it's always the best one.
You have no idea who's going to win. You have no idea who's going to show up, what these captains are doing. They're kind of weirdos. It's fine. So
wow, we're both right here.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's true.
It's true.
Look, I talk crap straight up to J-Rod about the L's he's going to take this season.
I know.
Same thing.
I'm so excited.
All
We're
right.
gonna crush them.
So we have 2 picks left. We got the Ninjas and we've got the Bandits. I have an idea of who the Bandits might be picking up, but I don't know about the Ninjas. But I actually now do know because it just got put into the chat. So I'm gonna give you guys a clue. This guy likes to build suspense and has the responsibility to probably deal with all of you kids.
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
It's
I got
It's
it.
good.
I know who it is.
It's kind of a stretch there.
That was good.
So it's gonna be the last overall pick for the Ninjas, 17th overall for the Challenger League. Minecrafting Dad, welcome. He has actually been very active and very supportive, and like overall just really, really cool in the Discord, the community. He's been around for a long time. So if you don't even know Minecrafting Dad, you're not even on a team with him, please just go ahead and talk to him. Maybe don't abuse him like you did the staff, but he's a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for that, Monkey.
Keep abusing the
I
staff.
literally-
In fact, the person that continues to add the most to the staff will get in here in
No,
about 2 minutes.
no, that's not true. We already.
No. I already had 82 notifications. I don't need more.
That's not gonna happen again.
All right, so the Bandits, this is their last overall pick coming on.
I had 206. No.
206 notifications.
Oh, that's great. All
It's
right.
worse on mobile.
So
Yeah.
is it bad on mobile?
Yes, it's awful, especially when you're trying to trade on Rocket League.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. So this one is the last pick, and I know it comes from familiarity because these guys, they signed up together. One is definitely the friend of the other. They probably are a little sad they couldn't get their other friend, but he may be able to get drafted or picked up to a different team later. Last overall pick for the Challenger League to end our Challenger League as well as the entire draft day process will be Royalty. Congrats, man, making it in. And that will finalize all of our groups from the Challenger League as well as everyone for the Season 5 draft day. If I was to look at all of these groups and really pick a strong one, I don't know. The first 3 seem to be really, really good. Thunderbirds, I think, have a smart group.
I think the
together.
first 4 look really good.
First three, definitely.
First
look honestly, though, if Bandits pull it together and with Aster, Boom, as well as the captain for the Bandits, which is, as I just so know him off the top of my head, call me Kenneth. He led nearly a super successful casuals group to victory. I think Bandits could take it, but I want to see a good rivalry between Bandits and Mob again. I think that'll turn out great. All right.
What about Spartans, man? Say some good stuff about me.
Yep.
You
Spartans
guys
are
got the 4th overall pick.
Spartans
there.
are participating this season, and they will
Okay.
be playing Rocket League.
Okay, awesome. This is great.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, all the teams have been set. All of them are ready to go, and I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna look at the previous ones, and yeah, everything got moved around after I did this one. So. If you need to see the VOD, please, the VOD is already being pre-saved into our videos. Go look at each one of the timestamps that we have for it, for both the Vanguard League as well as the Champion League drafts. We will be posting the draft results in the Discord, as well as, will we do it on Twitter? Or where are we going to put it? Where do you think we're going to put it, Phoenix?
We'll probably put it on Twitter.
We can try. It might
We
be
can
a
try
little
to get that
too
happen.
much because it's one picture per post.
Oh, we'll do whatever. So, regardless,
We'll figure it out.
Stay hooked up in the know with us. We got Instagram. We got apparently a TikTok, which is kind of weird. We have Twitter. Please join our Discord if you want to see these competitions. First off, week 0 preseason week will be starting on the 1st, February 1st, on Saturday. The schedules for these will be posted here. If not tonight, then tomorrow night. I'll make sure to get you all posted and ready to go. Get to practicing. Make sure you just spam the crap out of each other to be able to get some, what do you call those things whenever you play against one another? Phoenix. Scrimmages. Make sure you scrim each other. Have some fun. Do it within your franchise as well as between your league teams and enjoy it, okay? If you don't have proper permissions to your particular franchise, please tell us. We'll get you hooked up. We'll make sure that you're able to do what you need. Phoenix, overall thoughts for the entire draft?
I mean, it's gonna be insane. I think this draft is gonna be one to remember at the very least.
Yeah.
And I can already tell how much toxicity and crap talking there's gonna be every single week.
It's true. And of course,
Yeah, true.
And we're of course, if you are participating in a play-in, it's all day. So it doesn't matter if your team is not going to be able to have all their players in one thing. Just like how we're doing for the rest of the season, we're going to allow extra time to just be able to do your matches. It is best of 3, so they're very fast. You should be able to play 2 or 3 games in a row of any kind. And we're going to be taking the 3 to 4 matches that we give each of you to rank you and place you into your divisions. Challenge League, you don't have a division. You just overall are going to just be placed in whatever order. So it's for practice. So utilize us as practice. Get it going. Get it good. If you want to get your games out of the way, let us know, and we'll keep track of your records. That's just the day that we're keeping track of them for ourselves. But otherwise, this is the FLG's Season 5 Draft Day. The Champions Draft Series begins in a week. That's week 0, and week 1 will begin thereafter, February 7th, 8th, and 9th. So I hope you guys are excited. We're gonna have
if our chat is gonna give me an aneurysm.
Oh yeah, we need some interviews. That's true.
Are we doing some interviews? I know who spammed first. I don't know if you guys want to interview him or not.
As long as everyone seems kosher, we will do up to 5 interviews. I'll take top 5.
Well, when you said first one to spam, I saw K-Dog was definitely the first one.
Kev Dog? Okay, bring in Kev, because Kev has honestly been...
Drag.
Oh, you can't drag? Where is he at? If you guys want to be part of these, I need to see you in a chat that I can drag you up from.
Go to open rooms or something.
Yeah, anywhere, everywhere, all the time, anywhere. I'm looking at the chats right now, because we want to talk to you.
I'm trying to drag him, but it's just...
It's tough out here. It's tough. Let's see. I don't know. Oh my goodness. You guys are all over the place, which I'm glad to see you.
I got him.
You got him?
What's up, K-Dog?
We made him.
Kev, K-Dog.
Hey, boys.
What's going on, man? All right,
so how are you guys?
I'm doing good. So talk to me about talk to me about the birds, the T-birds, the GG birds up.
Everyone's saying that the Thunder Chokes or the Choke Birds.
Choke Birds?
Not happen. Okay, buddy. Not happening this season. The Thunderbirds are going all the way. That's my prediction.
To the last overall pick.
Thunderbirds are going all the way.
To 6th
all
place.
All 3 leagues. Challenger, Champion, Vanguard, all 3 leagues, we're going all the way.
So tell me about the picks for the Vanguard League, because you had a little bit more influence there, being the captain of that particular team. Just tell me about your process, because you guys got Just Staying Alive. What really made you choose him?
Overall, when I saw him on that list, I already knew he was going to be my first pick. I didn't care when my pick was going to be. It was going to be my first pick. I was going to secure him.
Okay.
You already know, Monkey. You know I'm around the clock, so
that's true.
I've seen Just Staying Alive in, I'm just going to name the org, Peak Esports.
Yep.
He is a very big influence in Peak Esports. He's been around the clock as a caster as well. Well, as first time I ever saw him play, I knew if I was ever going to be a captain of a team and he was going to be trying out or be draftable for that team, I was going to choose him.
Okay. I mean, he's a great guy. He was very active with us last season. I actually got to do a little bit of casting whenever he was, I think, handling the booth sequence for that. So really good, active in the community, and I think he's a great choice. Honestly, he's a great player, great choice. And then I saw that you picked up Moonji. Was that kind of a familiar guy pick? Because Moonji's active as well. I don't know if he still does TGC stuff, but yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out right now. TGC has been dead for a long time now.
I'm an old man, all right? My memory's dead, all right? They have...
Yeah, so back in September 26th, there was an announcement that TGC will be a rebranding.
Oh, okay.
Rebrand has not happened yet, but there was an announcement that they will be rebranding. I do not know to what or how they will be rebranding, but apparently it is happening.
Okay, well, cool. I hope to see... So... I actually haven't gotten to see him play too much, like maybe like one combine. But yeah. He's another great guy who was an awesome caster to kind of just be with. He's got that energy, and
Mungie is one of the nicest people I know. He is definitely active and he has the energy to uplift spirits. That's why I want him on the team. It does not matter about his skill. It does not matter about any of the skills in the Vanguard League overall. Just if you're able to lift the team spirits after a devastating loss, then you can easily jump back and just crush your opponents any day of the week.
It's true. So, speaking of possible devastating losses, who do you look forward to having maybe the toughest time with, or the greatest rivalry with, when it comes to the Vanguard League?
Now,
So when it comes to the Vanguard League, just because I'm just gonna say this, just because I want to say the Mob.
The Mob, okay. Yeah, they have a pretty stout little group. If we look at Archaic's choosings, they were able to pick up most recently. I guess they had Twins. Himself, Archaic, is going to be captaining their group. So they also have Savior of Kittens and Volk. That's a pretty strong group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The main reason why I say that is because I want to have the main rivalry with Arc.
Okay.
Arc's been chatting up a storm lately about T-Birds choking, but it ain't happening. And we already know we're gonna kill the Mob.
Hey, whoa. All right, so we're gonna make sure that we get you guys to play against each other, one way or another. And so
that better be the on-stream game.
Just so you know, if that does not come to fruition, the the Chokebirds thing might come back on Twitter or whatever other media we have. So I look forward to you proving everyone wrong. I look forward to it.
That's the job, and that's the name of the game.
You're literally going up against the people who run.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So
Very aware.
make sure you impress me and Krister.
Oh my goodness. All right. So any final big thoughts, either for just your team, the franchise overall, or even for just the season, Kev Dog? You can even put up some shout outs for yourself if you want to.
Overall, the Vanguard League is going to be one to watch. There's so many good players, like in all the teams. Each team has that star player that we all know is going to be one to fight against. Yet, like I said at the beginning, T-Birds is going all the way. Thunderbirds, we're going all the way, and no one's going to stop us, even if you try to get in our way.
Hey, you know what? He's throwing down the gauntlet. Will it be an undefeated season?
Will it be an undefeated season? I'm going to be safe and say no.
Okay, all right, that's smart, because
I'm being safe and saying no, because if we lose one game, I'm going to get roasted if I said yes. So.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a lot of people that have said, hey, undefeated season, and it fell apart. So, yeah. But hey, you know what? Good on you, and I think it's going to be amazing to watch you guys, and I can't wait. Vanguard is going to be very competitive, and make sure Saturdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. or the 6 p.m. Eastern, all the way to 8:15 p.m. Eastern is going to be the times for the regular season for both Vanguard and Champion. Challenger will be 7 to 9:15 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. So I can't wait to see you guys. And Kev Dog, keep up that high spirit. I want to see it every single week.
Chokebirds.
Wow.
Well, if you have one person to settle the Chokebirds with, interview Ghost. He's the general manager of the Thunderbirds, and he's definitely not one you want to pick on.
There's too many birds in one day for me.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think before him, we're gonna be pulling another guy, but we'll see if he wants to jump in here. Thanks for joining us today, K-Dog. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Later, man. All right, so.
All right, I just want to say.
All right, so everyone, this is the GM Esper for the Spartans. This is going to serve as your interview, however short or long it is. Esper, what's up?
Does anybody not have a Vanguard team?
No, everyone has a Vanguard team.
Damn it! I was trying to.
No.
God.
What's his name? Cryptarch?
Yeah.
He doesn't
No.
have
You mean as a GM?
Can I get rid of my team? Who the heck are half of those people?
Yeah, I don't know what Nugs chose.
Who are they? Who picks that?
I don't know what Nugs chose.
What is that? I mean, we farmed the lower draft. So like.
Challenger. You don't have to say
League.
lower.
Yeah.
Jesus, I did that. You're welcome.
We farmed the Untouchables draft.
Yeah,
Okay.
what was that draft method and strategy when it came to the Champion
I thought we were
League?
picking. Oh, the champion? I don't know. I just let Banter do what he wants. He's made literally every single season. Banter has been a captain. He's made finals.
I mean,
So,
that's true.
Well, then don't get mad at his process then.
Right, I'm not. I'm just flaming Monkey Nose. What is he doing?
I don't know what he's
Hey, man. Hey.
Here's Monkey Nut.
This is the captain of the Vanguard Spartans, by the way.
Hey, I believe in the team.
I
We're
don't.
gonna make it somewhere. Just hey,
Somewhere is gonna be bottom of the league.
it ain't gonna be
If it's funny, I'll
0-7
take
like
it.
someone else who was in here. I'm just saying that much.
All right. Do all
Excuse
of your Spartan groups do you think that they will all win the battle for the Colosseum against the Knights?
We don't care because we're taking that new map that looks pretty.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
taking.
that's what I was gonna say earlier. We want that new map.
Well, the
every
new
time.
one is currently held by the ninjas.
No, it's not. I
Yes,
told
I
you
don't
this. I
care.
told you this when it came out.
They left.
Lucky.
They left Neo Tokyo to go.
I don't care. I'll kung fu chop them in half. They ain't getting my map.
Hey, you heard it here first. Justice, your ninjas better be ready because the Spartans
I'll
are coming
just
for the
ban
dojo.
Justice. Like, that's my map.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, who's the
I'm
scary?
not-
Who's Esper? Who's the scariest group out of the champion teams?
Yeah, I know who got drafted.
You literally have it up in the. Okay.
Hey, I
was,
just want to point out the chat is extremely confused. We have Monkey Man and Esbar
I'm
in
the
the
one loud,
interview
I'm the
right
loud.
now,
Yes.
as well as me and
Yep.
Krister, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Anyway,
Don't know who the other two are, but I'm the loud one.
that's
I'm
true. He
Monkey
is the
Team.
one.
Yeah.
I am the most afraid of. I mean, I don't really care.
You just think you're gonna win? Doesn't matter because you have banter.
I mean, our team's kind of well-rounded. I was kind of surprised that he pulled that out.
Yeah.
But I would be most afraid for.
I can feel you going
Who's
into
the
the
captain
blood.
of the tsunami?
QC, I think. No.
Oh,
No. Hold on.
Oh, I know. Ninjas. That team is scary, boy.
Is it? Okay.
Also, you messed up the order, which made Cryptide yell at me, so I'm mad
Oh,
at you.
whatever. Dino still got drafted. It was a double pick. He's fine. Hey, for anyone that's confused, Bread Boy was supposed to come after Dino because Cryptide wanted to have the three-piece of having him, PC Dog, and Dino, they never, ever used anyone else in the entire regular season at all because they finessed their fourth position. So you can do that, but it has to be someone that's already participated twice in the league. So
Yeah, I'm gonna just curse
Yeah.
them right now. Champion Ninjas are going undefeated.
Cryptide, you're probably gonna ignore Bread Boy. I see you doing that. You're that kind of guy. I see you doing it.
All right, I'm
Sorry.
out because I can't stand this.
All right, we're gonna get Henry in here, I think.
Henry.
Henry's looking to get a nice little interview, and he is once upon a time was with the Mob and is now with the Knights with Andy.
Yeah, there's also a little drunk boy in our chat who's being pretty loud. We might wanna
Henry!
interview him.
Hello.
So Henry, talk to me about now being with the Knights, but still with Andy. How do you feel in terms of confidence? You had your second pick stolen from you. We were talking about Jay Hensley, but how do you feel now?
Well, I feel pretty good with Andy, but losing Jay Hensley kind of hurt me a little bit. I was kind of shocked that Comp took him because I felt like I had a pretty high chance of getting him because he didn't compete in the combines. But other than that, I feel pretty confident in my team.
Okay. Well, so having Andy for at least one more consecutive season, I mean, you're probably gonna end up leaning on him a lot. He has a great talent, and so I think you guys are really gonna be powerful again. You guys combo together well. Who are you looking forward to the most to play against?
I would probably say either the Bandits,
Okay.
or Cryptide's team. Cryptide is a very stacked team.
Cryptide
Just like
team did very well last season with that three-piece of Dino, PC Dog, and himself. And I think coming in with Andy, you have a really good shot of maybe shutting them down. So who knows? You may end up on opposite sides, divisions-wise, to see who is the better or the worse. But I could see you guys definitely having like a full game 5 best of 5. That could be one for the ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lux is there too. Forgot. My bad, Lux. So, are you excited though for the entirety of your franchises? Who do you look forward to the most? Let's talk about Challenger League. What do you know about? Well, actually, I guess Knights don't have a Challenger League team, but out of these groups that are still on the board, I mean, are you gonna be watching on Fridays to see how these guys perform? Because this is kind of like the development league. This is kind of scout league.
I'm really looking forward to watching how Ema plays this season.
Okay.
And with the Thunderbirds. And I feel like the Spartans are going to be doing pretty well with Lethal Tim into us. That's kind of a...
Into us maybe, but
Yeah, into us, definitely.
they got Phoenix.
Tim is
Into us
there.
pretty good.
He's definitely there. Yeah.
Okay, I'm there. Hey,
Oh, hi
me and
Phoenix.
Tim
Hey.
are a power duo.
Didn't you
and
just
into
get
us-
Diamond 1?
That's not the point. The point is, me and Tim are gonna destroy it. Intuos is gonna get all of the balls that we whiff.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna win.
That's true. If you put Intuos in that back line, he'll continue to keep everything safe. But,
Hey!
yeah.
Don't tell me how to guide my team.
I'm just telling you a winning strategy. All right. But overall, Henry, I think you guys have another great chance to undoubtedly at least make playoffs. I think you will be a top 4 team. Doing great work overall from all of your picks, and I think you've been a great captain. I know that you had a lot of doubts of yourself last season, but you proved that you kind of belong where you are. So I think you're doing really well. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead, Henry. What's your overall thoughts going into the season?
Well, I have one more final thought, and
okay.
Me and Cryptide kind of have this ongoing joke, and I'll see him in the finals.
All right, I guess so. He's calling Cryptide a joke. Cryptide, you heard it here first. Your talent is laughable, and Henry thinks you're trash. All right.
You want to bring
garbage?
Oh my goodness.
I think we need to hear from him. Cryptide.
Want to bring Cryptide in?
I think we need to. Henry, get out of here. It's time to listen to Cryptide.
All right, so Henry is gone forcibly. Cryptide.
Oh no! Hello.
Oh no! How drunk are you, Cryptide? How drunk are you?
I am not drunk at all. This is just my voice.
Oh.
Right.
F in the chat, everyone, for fire.
F.
All right. So, Cryptide, you got basically 3+ Bread Boy. Will you actually play Bread Boy this season?
Yes, we plan on playing Bread Boy this season.
Do you actually plan on playing? But is that just because you have to, or are you actually?
No.
Is he a pinnacle part of this?
He is the most important part of this roster choice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
Well, so I build my team based off bonding, and like me, PC, and Dino did that well, and I feel like Bread Boy just mixes in with us because he has a good personality.
I respect that. That's true. And Bread Boy, first off, he's got the bread mode, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Second off, he's a great guy, always active, and I think just fun-loving. As long as he's not going to be playing off of Wi-Fi, which I think he did last season, which didn't turn out very well. So yeah. For the rest of the group, who do you think is going to perform the worst? Like, go ahead and call them out of the Champion League.
Hold on, let me see the teams real quick.
Well, it's not up on stream right now. They're in a VOD. These are Challenger. If I try to turn back the clock, it's just gonna look bad.
No, you're chilling. I got them right here.
Oh, cool. Kid Arc on them. Oh yeah.
Casuals.
Oh, casuals? You think are gonna perform the worst?
Casuals or Tsunami?
Okay. Well, it's been a great interview. So it's been nice knowing you and everyone. There's now an open captain spot for the ninjas. So no, I think call us out, Nebula. He has a grand design that I'm letting him perform, and I think it's gonna work out just fine. I think it's a very balanced group when it comes to the casuals. Him, Seeb, as well as Eddie, and so a nice little trio there. Who do you look forward to playing against the most, other than maybe I guess Henry, who
I don't care about playing Henry, but I really want to play Comp's team.
Wow, he didn't even say you were a joke, Henry. He said you're not even worth my time to insult.
Doesn't even care. No. So you're looking forward to playing against Comp, and honestly, that Bandit group did look pretty good. They had Prez J and Jay Hensley.
Yeah.
So I think that's a balanced group. Comp being a high octane shooter, and Prez J, he's been with us for many seasons. Are you surprised that he wasn't a captain this season?
Every time he's been a season, kind of got robbed, except last season. I was surprised Comp's the captain because he usually disappears mid-draft.
Oh my god. He's been very active as of recent. So we pray that he continues to be so because he's a great guy. So are you surprised though that even with the Bandits getting last pick in near about every single draft that they aren't in a bad spot, considering?
It doesn't surprise me because most people sleep on the good players because they're just going off rank. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Dino, I didn't expect them to last all the way towards me.
Yeah, you were kind of concerned about that. That was some pre-draft jitters that were coming out. So, when it comes to your brother squad down there.
Hold on. I just want to make a note about Dino. So there was a person who was going to draft him first round. But he heard that Dino would not be around.
It's called marketing.
Hey, I'm just a bystander. I don't know what you mean.
Alright, well, I just figured I'd throw that in there.
Hey, whatever you guys do to make your drafts happen it's up to you. There is no cheating in the war and love of this. So, except for money. If you exchange money for players and that happens, then you're banned forever. So,
yeah, this whole thing's rigged, actually.
Yeah, the whole thing's rigged. So, anyway, when it comes to your brother squad for the Ninjas down in Vanguard League, like what do you think?
I think they're maybe, I want to say top 5 teams.
Okay, so the upper half of the field.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, they're being led. Let's see if I get all the way the heck down here. Let's go ahead.
Like Green.
Yeah. So they're being led by Green. They've got so that's for their challenger group. Which, by the way, their challenger group is actually pretty great. They've got Kryptonic Fate. They've got Dax. They honestly, those are pretty hefty squads coming into this.
Dax is going to be a really solid component to that team.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, Minecrafting Dad coming in for the Challenger League for them, I think is really cool. So I think ninjas have like a lot of social media clout that they can utilize. Maybe a lot of hype clout they can use. So, so give me your. Do you think you're going undefeated again in regular season this time around?
I think we can make it work. I'm not going to promise anything. It's Rocket League. Anything can happen. I know at the beginning of last season, me and PC and Dino all played on 128 ping for the first few weeks.
Ooh, why? What? Ew.
It's because the servers were like bad for us because we're all West. I think we're a whole West team except Bread Boy.
Hey, I mean, then you just kind of suffer through the regional woes together. Do you think you'll be fine this season with that?
I think we'll be fine with it.
Hey, all right. Well, cool stuff.
Hey, chat. Cryptide chat wants you to judge the Spartan Vanguard team and just the Spartans in general.
Spartan
Vanguard
team.
I will say, Challenger Spartans, I have them winning Challenger League.
Okay. All right.
Like Intuos, Lethal. I don't know gaming, but Intuos, Lethal are really good players.
To be with Phoenix.
Now, the only problem with Lethal is that he'll only be here for half the games. So
I still think you guys will be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Thank you.
It'll be fine. Now, what about the Vanguard one with Chef Blazer, who was really good in the playoffs last season? Whoever the heck Beat Meter is, Mr. Manager, and Monkey Nugs. That's a stupid name. That's just dumb.
I think they have potential to be also another top 5 team if they play Chef, Monkey Nugs, and Manager.
So just ignore Beat Meter altogether. I'm pretty sure he drafted him just because of the name. He had no idea what was
name,
going on.
Monkey?
No. Beat. His name is Beat from now on. Okay.
And then their Champ League team, I really don't know what Banter was doing there. It's like a mix of different personalities and like different player types.
It's a lot of A-type personalities, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of A-type personalities. A little rough around the edges, but I think if they can kind of get over themselves and each other, that they'll be fine. Like they're all overall good people, but just sometimes when it comes to shove, it's a little interesting. I don't know. So
why does everyone want me to judge their team?
I don't, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Cryptide was the most sought after captain for the entire Champ League. Over half the field wanted him in their first pick, and the other half wanted him as their second pick. So, how's that feel, knowing that you were basically like just craved after by every GM?
I want to say for the most part it was probably PC, but another side of me saying like I've not to like brag about myself, but like I've been one of the most responsible captains. I make sure my players have what they need and like make sure you guys get what you need. Like I know I did staff and captain last season.
It's true. And you are the super sub. So,
yeah, I am a super sub.
For those of you that may not know what the history behind that, didn't you sub for like 3 different teams in one day to be able to help them?
I think I subbed every series except the last series for day 1.
It was wild. It was nuts. So, I mean, he's now off the table, But if you want to be a sub for any of these teams and help them be able to convene their matches that are for them for the day, make sure that you drop a sub app. We are going to be putting that in the Discord today. If you didn't get drafted, you are still a free agent. If you are brand new to any of this, you can be a sub. If you know people that you want to come in and they can be subs fall in priority after free agents. So free agents, you still are up there when it comes to being able to assist teams and get to teams first. Subs can only assist for a match, but then they're gone. And if we see any nefarious doings where you choose a sub over your own players or free agents, there's going to be some consequences for that. So do not abuse the system. Make sure it's fine. So overall, what's your main feeling going into the season? Because we're going to start wrapping it up. I think we got one more after you.
Oh, I'm just excited to play. I wish everyone else good luck and hope to see them on the field this season.
Heck yeah, man. And again, it's great seeing you again for, I think, a 5th consecutive season.
Yep.
So, everyone, this is Cryptide. And be making sure to look out for the ninjas. I know you're sad you didn't get the drinks, but
I know.
The dragons are asleep in their cave for now.
But we got the new map, so.
All right. That's true. It's there. You guys can battle.
No, Spartan's map.
Everyone's battling for
What the? No.
Yeah.
Look,
no.
That's our map.
I'm right-clicking banning right now. Don't make me. Excuse you?
You won't do it.
All right, goodbye.
Okay, he just banned
They're both. No,
he's gone. He went. He went.
All right, I'm disconnecting Esper as many times as I can. It's fine.
There
Anyway,
okay.
So we're gonna have one more coming in for us, I believe.
Do you have an idea of who you want?
Of who I want to see or who I want to talk to? I think Archaic wants to talk because Archaic, he's been bugging my ear for a little bit, so we're gonna bring him in, and I believe that will be the last one, at least for these current interviews. Let's see if he's still with us. Archaic, are you still there?
I am.
Archaic. All right, so you've been actively talking to me a whole bunch when it comes to this pre-draft, and now you have your players. Are you excited? Are you disappointed? What are the highs and the lows? Tell me all about the mob going into Season 5.
I'm so excited for the Vanguard League. Volk, I've been playing with him for like a year and a half, so I know exactly how he plays.
Okay.
Twins, I was excited because he was kind of best player available for me right there.
All right.
And then SOK, I know his schedule's a little weird.
Yeah.
But he's too solid to not take, even if he does fill that sub role.
Okay. All right. So you get like his 2 matches in, and he'll be really good for those 2 matches, and then that's kind of it. So that'll be good. Now, do you think you'll be as successful as you were last season whenever you're part of the Undefeated Bandits for Vanguard?
I do. The Vanguard League seems more balanced this season.
It is. I think so too. I honestly, the talent kind of just like even with you getting Vulcan, knowing exactly who you got, there was still a lot of good names kind of going in.
Yeah.
There. And so,
the Bandits with Marksman, Harry, Gary, Boo, that's a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
The Knights is another team I'm looking at with AO, BAP, and J-Ski. And then Thunderbirds, I've been on and off having a rivalry with KevDog, so I'm excited for this season.
Do you think they're going to be the Choke Birds? Is that a Thunder Choke?
They did say kill the mob earlier, so.
Absolutely. I've been at the forefront of Thunder Choke.
You know, we may have to have a week.
It's Choke Birds.
No, absolutely not.
It's not Thunder Choke.
I think Thunder Choke sounds like a great
that
move.
Sounds so much better.
Hashtag kill the mob. Hashtag Thunder Choke.
That's it. I'm running a poll on Twitter. We're deciding
so much
right
better.
now.
It rolls off the tongue so much better.
We're deciding right now.
Flightless birds. GG Easies. I don't know. Whichever you want to be. So, looking at your group, even in Challenger League, Lunatics, Stu, and Moki Joe, pretty solid across the board. Do you think you'll have the winningest franchise when it comes to the entire season?
Honestly, there are a lot of good franchises. I'm really happy with who we got. I was with Champion League. Me and Nate were just kind of the availability was a little off.
Right.
So, but he's really excited. So I mean, that's a good sign for me. I'm really happy we got Banger Boy because he was my captain last season.
That's true. This is kind of like a 180, being able to be the GM and lead the franchise, and then pick your former captain as a player. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited. I was really happy to get him in, and Nate just seems really excited. And then with Chris in the Challenger League, we were messaging back and forth. I knew I was going to get him as a captain even before we chose captains. He was my number one option going into it immediately.
Okay. So overall, I guess besides the Thunderbirds, who is another team that you think is going to present maybe the most difficulty, but you look forward to the challenge?
In Vanguard League?
For any league, for any of your franchise teams, or more especially for Vanguard League, since you're captaining them.
For Vanguard League, the Bandits I think are going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, they look good with Marksman, Harry, Gary, their full grouping. It was pretty good draft for them, even when they had to wait all the way to the end. So
yeah, they're really solid. For Champ League, I mean, the Ninjas got the Drakes last season, so I mean that's very scary for them.
That's an undefeated team. Well, until playoffs, then they go like third. So because there was just a Cinderella story of the Tsunami being able to take it, but the Ninjas I think are still pretty good. They were able to get it.
Ninjas are. I think PC Dog Dino and Cryptide. I think that team's still gonna hold up.
Yeah.
That team was way too good last season to not hold up.
Yeah. Which I like the way that we can have like half and half dynasty style stuff. I like this.
Yeah.
So, I guess overall, you have probably one of the highest, I think, success rates possible. I think for the Mob, I honestly consider Mob and Thunderbirds to have a mega rivalry at this point. It is brewing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if this is completely just contrived through the things that we've said, if we've manufactured this from hecking back, or if it's gonna be real. But I look forward to seeing you guys on the field. Archaic, do you think you're going undefeated?
Undefeated, that's a high standard. I think we're going to be really, really good. I think we're going to be near the top of the Vanguard League. I don't know about undefeated, but I'm definitely going to leave that door open because I feel like we're probably the strongest team.
Okay. Well, hey, I look forward to it. No one's brave enough to say that they're going to get undefeated, but that's probably a smart move. So, regardless, good luck to you, man. And we're going to be starting this season with a week 0 forthcoming this next coming weekend. I'm going to make sure that by the end of this weekend, if not tonight, that we have the whole schedule for week 0. And then, of course, after that is decided and we have all the divisions put together, we will have our matches for week 1 through week 4 for the regular season. Playoffs, again, for Challenger League, it's going to be the top 4 of the 6. For Vanguard and Champion, it's going to be top 8 of the 10. So the bottom 2 of all of our leagues are going to be knocked off after the regular season. You get 1 chance per team, and that's going to be it. So make sure you use it well. Overall, a fantastic draft. Season 5 is looking to be very balanced, very fun, very exciting. If you have not joined us before, we're going to have sub-apps. We're going to be looking into opening up Challenger League draft or free agent applications only because they are a very, very small group. Otherwise, if you want to join us, hit up the Discord, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, WhatsApp.
I'm not in charge of those. I don't know who it is.
Whatever you want to do.
Not me.
Just throw something in my DMs. Make sure it's safe for work. I use my phone a lot. And I hope you guys have a great day. You guys have been amazing. And you've made the FLG once again great. So we'll be seeing you in week 0 in a week's time.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
That was lame.